We ain't never gonna make it out the trenches, Larry. We ain't never gonna make it out. Not never. But fuck, man. What censored? What got censored, Larry? Chat was indeed being weird. But yeah, nah, man, fucking these people. What's censored? What's censored? Leftist is censored? How is that censored? That's funny. Finally hitting you, winding down. I tried to sleep and I only got like an hour in like before my brain turned back on. Like I rested my eyes and then next thing you know I can't sleep. Love you too. I did the dishes. I'm gonna after I get tired of streaming, I'm gonna do that inventory of that equipment. Yeah, that's weird that your comment didn't go through, Larry. That was fucking bizarre. But yeah, no, fucking the Anna hate train is exactly that. It's a fucking hate train. I saw that tweet. That person called me racist for pointing out that yes, in fact, there are a lot of POC, a lot of people of color who are absolutely easily offended and will call you racist over very little shit. That is objectively true. She has a point. She is right to be afraid of a lot of people of color on the left. To be afraid to talk to them. Where are you running, boy? Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers on the left are way more sensitive than they care to admit. A lot of motherfuckers. Ow. Oh, here we go. Ooh, ow. Ooh, beautiful. But yeah, no, Larry, I try to be civil. I like to think I'm pretty fucking civil. But there are a lot of motherfuckers on the left that are genuinely fucking overly sensitive, bigoted, and ridiculous. And I don't blame white progressives for being afraid of talking to non-white progressives. I don't blame them. I 100% do not blame them. I don't blame Anna. And motherfuckers are just straight up calling her fucking evil. Evil, transphobic, a turf, this, that, and the third. And I'm just thinking to myself, y'all, well, I just feel like y'all done lost the plot. One mistake and you get fucking crucified. And that's what this is. That is exactly what this is. She's being crucified for honestly pretty minor shit, if you ask me. Even if she's doubling down, it still doesn't warrant the backlash she's received. It doesn't warrant it. This feels way fucking overblown. You ain't going to sleep, boy. social media is fucking ruthless. And it just these people. Ow! Are you kidding me? I got knocked all the way. Oh, well, at least he jumped down to me. He made this easy for me. Yeah, he's dead. It's over for you, buddy. Got a scale. I need the claws, buddy. I need your claws. Alright, got a claw. I need more claws. But yeah, no. Motherfuckers will crucify people online and then pretend like they're not doing the crucifying. Like, you are crucifying her over, honestly, fairly minor shit. And I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's just not making a lick of fucking sense to me. I'm just like, this is way the fuck overblown. Then Vosh calling her a fucking retarded turf bitch. I'm just like, oh, now you're just being an asshole now. What do you mean climate? Oh, political climate. Oh, our political climate is extremely volatile. Our political climate, our political discourse, all of it is extremely fucking volatile right now. Dog on the roof. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. This is Rico Rants After Dark, and I can't fucking sleep.
Want something making?
The dog on the roof. Yeah, I feel like it's been a long while, actually, since we last talked. Since I last seen you on the stream, now that I think about it. And yeah, Larry, that about sums it up. Like, I'm not gonna say that trans people are wrong. I'm gonna go with Bloodborne, dog on the roof. Cause I don't remember you from Elden Ring. I too am just chilling. Because I can't sleep. I haven't had Adderall in like 2 weeks. So now that I finally had some Adderall, my brain is on fucking fire. Florida is going to lose, the schools are going to lose its accreditation. Oh yeah, the way these cats cook, I fucking love it. It is my favorite part of this game. The cats cooking is my favorite part of this game. And yeah, Larry, the Florida shit with the PragerU, it's gotten fucking stupid. Like just incredibly fucking stupid. If you have PragerU in your schools, like as actual lesson plans as the what's supposed to teach the kids, your schools are worthless. Prager University isn't even an accredited university. You stalled out early on Iceborne. I mean, I don't blame you. Oh yeah, I would love cat chefs. That would be fucking awesome. I have found my quarry. Palm strikes. Hey, buddy. Oh, shit. What are you doing up so late? I know I can't sleep because of my Adderall. The dog on the roof, that is basically how the game goes. Oh, come on! He stunned me from when just as I was about to do my big hit. One, two. Where are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running, you son of a bitch? Come back here. You got a fuck sleep schedule too, huh? Palm strikes, I feel you. Ow. Oh yeah, I'm on his back. Yeah, get paralyzed, bitch. Ah, fuck. No sleep till Brooklyn. Oh, yeah. Ow. Oh, none of that. Ow. There we go. Wally mopped him. Yeah, that's my goal, is to do the Wally mopping. Ooh, I love the charge blade. Where's my sharpener? Shit. Ow, he just fucking stunned me, then he jump kicked me, motherfucker. Ah, my fucking cat's fucking him up. Oh, where are you running, motherfucker? Where are you running? Why are you running from me? But yeah, I've got shit to do today. Oh no, I'm by myself. I mean, you have your pet cat. But if anyone in this chat right now has a PlayStation 4 or 5 and is able to play this, with me, I am open to letting you join me for some co-op. Are you fucking kidding me? How you gonna knock me off a fucking roof? Stop running. Just die. Die for me. There we go. There we go, buddy. Now you're about to die. SF6 has TMNT costume. Oh, for real? Word. How are you not dead? not dead? Why are you still running? Buddy. But yeah, I'm not paying no $15 for a TMNT costume. Nah, fuck that. You motherfuckers be grateful if I buy the goddamn game. $60? It better go to charity for that amount. There we go. Give me your claws. Give me your claws. I said give me your claws. God damn it. I want your claws, God damn it. So if I were to say anything as J.K. Rowling lied, how would you respond? I would respond with, that is extremely hyperbolic. That is extremely hyperbolic, I would say. My baby girl, you are... Come on, lay down, girl. Come on. Ah, shit, I'm out of cigarettes. I can't stay up all night with no cigarettes. In the same vein as the black people who called me Candace Owens or a coon for daring to say, hey, maybe we shouldn't use racialized insults against white people, I feel the same as the people calling Anna Kasparian, calling her J.K. Rowling or J.K. Rowling light. It is just extremely hyperbolic and just so far from the truth. Oh, for sure, I do agree J.K. Rowling sucks. She's a full-on turf fucking, like, anti-trans in every way, shape, and form. Like, it's from my understanding. Like, J.K. Rowling is virulently anti-trans. And yes, Larry, I would agree. She does need to make her position more defined and clear so that people can stop filling in the fucking blanks for her. You know what I mean? Because that's what's happening right now is people are just filling in the blanks. And I hate that. I hate that everyone is just filling in the fucking blanks with their assumptions and presuppositions and say she disagrees with us on this, so she must be a turf. She must be a full-on turf a la Matt Walsh and J.K. Rowling. And it's just like, y'all done lost the fucking plot, dog. Mm-hmm. 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 Bum bum. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Turfs are bad, though. Yes. You don't. Yeah. I think that should go without saying. Oh, and I mean, as in their position is bad. I'm not gonna call them evil people. You can be like, hey, your belief is bad. If you believe that trans people don't exist is bad. That is just men pretending to be women so they get access to women. That is bad. Like your foundational belief that trans people do not exist is bad. Yeah, I can say that definitively. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like race and ethnicity, basic, right, Larry? Like, golly, absolutely, it is. This is bad. This shit is bad, bruh. Because Anna has not come out as opposed to trans people and trans existence. You call cigarettes darts as a Canadian. What do I think about that? I think you people are fucking correct. Because, I don't know, something about that just fits. Calling them darts. That works. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's fine. I don't see any issue with that. I need Jagras claws, Jira claws. Ugh. You feel annoyed by people not being chill like you, like me? Yeah, I do find it annoying, Larry. I'm just like, I would very much prefer if everyone just calmed the fuck down. I don't even. You know the crazy thing? I am completely fucking indifferent about Anna. In truth, I'm indifferent. I just think everyone's being fucking ridiculous with this shit. Because fundamentally, I think people have just lost the fucking plot. Like, I'm indifferent. That's the thing I want to be clear about. I am completely fucking indifferent. Me neither. I stopped watching those Young Turks years ago. I am indifferent. But I think, based off what I know, just based off what I know of what she said, I'm like, it is not that guy. It is not that big of a fucking deal. But upset about what? That's my question, Palm Strikes. Upset about what exactly? What did, like, that's what I'm trying to understand. So she said she doesn't like birthing person. Yeah, Shark is cool as fuck. So she says she doesn't like the term birthing person and stands by that position. Is that, like, where's the harm in that? So she had a knee-jerk reaction to the bonus hole thing or whatever. Like, I'm still trying to understand what Anna has said that it was so virulently transphobic. Like, I'm really trying to get that. So it's an unintentional dog whistle. And that makes her J.K. Rowling light to people? That makes her evil? A sellout? She is getting Jamie Foxx. Oh, yeah. I'm tired of getting these scales. I want fangs. Scales and hides. I need fangs, dude. Like, that's what I'm saying, Palm Strikes. It's one thing to say she's wrong. That's one thing. I'm cool with that. Say she's wrong. Hell, say I'm wrong. But this notion that she's just some evil, backstabbing, no good, down dirty fucking traitor or some shit is just beyond the fucking pale. Oh, I finally got a fang. I think people have Palm Strikes, Larry. I think people have just lost their fucking mind. People don't know how to just disagree with anybody anymore. People don't know how to just say, "Oh, you're wrong about this." No, you're evil. You disagree with me? We have a different view on things. You're evil. You are legitimately evil, a traitor, a low down, dirty dog. A monster. She's doing real harm. And I'm just like, what harm? Doing what right now, Palm Strikes? We're doing that, and it's a lot easier to disagree or talk when I'm like talking to me live versus tweets, because on Twitter, for example, people just seem to be clearly incentivized to just be like, nah, fuck that, fuck a disagreement. Motherfuckers, in my recent tweet, I pointed out a screenshot. It called me a racist bigot for daring to say Anna was right to be afraid to talk to people of color out of fear of offending them. I'm like, they called me a racist bigot. So, although you and I can comfortably disagree,
Nothing can stop us.
Because the perceived thought of being told you're wrong. Hey, I don't mind being told I'm wrong. Motherfuckers can tell me I'm wrong all day. I don't give a shit. Hey, it does not bother me in the slightest, but motherfuckers are not about to call me evil over a fucking disagreement.
Want something making?
Social media absolutely sucks, and it brings out the fucking worst in people. Social media is ass, and it brings out the fucking worst in people. I'm not right now. I'm getting a bunch of people telling me that Anna's doing real harm to trans people. She's doing real harm to trans people, and I'm like, what harm? What harm? What anti-trans legislation has she pushed? Has she pushed for? The zeitgeist was already there. The zeitgeist towards anti-trans people is being pushed plenty to negatively by right-wing media and honestly mainstream media by and large. One person. And again, she's not even pushing the zeitgeist in a negative way. All she said was that she doesn't like the term birthing person. She doesn't want to be referred to as a birthing person. That's all she said. And she had a knee-jerk reaction to the bonus hole thing. Find me anyone online who hasn't had a knee-jerk knee-jerk overreaction to some shit that they saw online. Let ye who is without sin cast the first fucking stone on that one. lastly, when is Anna Palm Strikes? When has Anna ever said that trans women weren't women or that trans men weren't men? When has she ever said that? Well, it does matter who they are. If they're Anna, then she doesn't need to be fucking feel loved and welcomed. That's what I'm getting from everybody. I'm back.
Hey,
Hey, Simon.
how's the Sleepless Wonder doing?
Fucking annoyed, but mostly good, I would say. And to be
Oh,
clear, Palm Strikes, I'm not annoyed by you. I'm annoyed by everybody else.
oh, what happened?
Fucking, it's the whole Anna Kasparian thing.
Oh, I saw you put the thing. Yeah, I haven't seen all of this discourse. I
Just,
just saw the one thing you put in. Was it in the Discord you put it?
yeah, I put it there, and I'm actually mostly annoyed that I'm out of cigarettes. Honestly, Palm Strikes and Simon and Larry. Like, honestly, that
That's the
is
actual worst thing, like.
yeah. I'm out of cigarettes, and I don't have any money to go get any. Otherwise, I would. I would go to the 24-hour gas station right now and go get them.
Oh, well, lung cancer will have to wait. Yeah, no, fucking. Yeah, no, fuck. Like, I don't know. I haven't like I've only seen like what you put in the fucking Discord there. To be honest, so, like I don't know what the I don't have the full context. I know the person saying like, "Ah, you're actually bigoted," was that was dumb. That was just kind of dumb.
It's very dumb, but some people are actually saying that I was wrong in that exchange.
Uh, no, fucking. I will admit, like there was something about what you said that I didn't fully agree with. There was, hold on, I'd have to fucking get it up because I don't have strongest memory. So I'd have to open up Discord and look at it. But I do think, as much as I get where you're coming from and like agree to a certain extent about the what was it?
What?
Your complaint about oh shit fuck okay your complaint about how people weaponize like okay, so the broader thing about like people weaponizing like minority status as a sort of like how would you put it uh how will be the term here as a kind of shield, just going like, oh, you disagree with me, well I'm a fucking non-binary disabled black person, which means you're the most bigoted Nazi ever. And like, yeah, that's a thing, but like, that's not a common enough thing, I think, to justify saying something like, I'm afraid to talk to POC. Like, I get that shit done to me, but like,
But I
you
get
just
it.
tell them to
I
fucking.
fuck. I get. Like, I'm not saying don't be afraid to talk to all people of color, but I understand the sentiment because she's right in that there are a lot. There are enough people of color you genuinely just can't fucking talk to because they will call you some shit if you dare offend their oh so sensitive sensibilities.
Oh no, that is a thing. I don't deny that. I just don't think. What's the best way to put this? I don't think it's something you have to give her because I don't think like yeah, like what did you say? Yeah, she's right. Like Okay, as much as I think your take is probably better than like the implication from how you phrase this, she's right to fear that from POC is not a, is just that's going to be read in the least charitable way.
I mean, they can read it in the least charitable way. I don't give a shit. I expect that at this point.
That's fair, but like, you know,
I wholly
I would
expect
read
people.
that in a non-charitable way if I didn't know you. Like that was
Exactly.
a poorly phrased.
I wholesale expect people to just read that in the least charitable fucking way. I expect it, truly. They're just writing off this person calling me racist and a bigot. It's like, oh, they're just a crazy person. I'm like, that's all of you.
No, like to
You're
be clear,
all like this.
That person's response is fucking stupid.
Like you're all doing some different flavor of this shit, and it's like, but y'all don't think that's what you're doing.
No, like I get that. I like we're on the broader point we agree. I just think I will say like right to hear that for POC is like again, if I didn't know you, I would read that uncharitably, and I'm fairly charitable with this shit.
And and again, that's totally fair. That is totally fair. I made the mistake of now again, I'm not even so much as defending her, right? I just agree with of the things she said. That is the one thing I agree with. Everything else, I don't really give a shit about. The whole birthing person things, I am just completely fucking indifferent, right? I don't care. I think that was blown way the fuck out of proportion. The bonus hole thing, blown way the fuck out of proportion. But the
bonus hole thing was really fucking dumb. In fairness,
exactly, really dumb. But
no. I mean, like from her, like she's a fucking journalist. She should be able, like, if she's legitimate going, they're saying bonus hole, like that's. You cannot be a media figure with the legitimacy that Anna Kasparian has and actually pushing like the bonus hole shit.
Simon, I want you to find me someone who has not had at least one knee-jerk overreaction over some bullshit in media.
Oh no! I get that, but like you got to criticize it when it happens.
You criticize it when it happens, for sure. She got the
criticism for that, and my problem with Anna Kasparian lately is like she is just fucking. She is doubling down. She is digging that hole. She is on her way to fucking China, straight through the center of the earth. She is just digging.
I do not blame her for doubling, tripling, quadrupling down because for the few people I could point to who's tried to reasonably fucking criticize her, there has been, I would say, hundreds to well over 1,000 motherfuckers calling her, dumb cunt, bitch, retarded, this, that, and the third. And most people in that situation are going to ignore the reasonable criticisms and only hear all the people condemning her, calling her evil, a sellout, this, that, and the third, because that's what people do. I don't know why anyone's acting like they're above that.
I get that. No, look, I agree that we are holding her to a higher standard than like most people meet. However, she's a fairly prominent media figure whose whole thing is a progressive covering of politics. Take the progressive part out, irrelevant. She is a relatively prominent media figure, like a news media figure.
Right.
You have to I'm sorry, that's the standard. It's higher than most people meet at that stage. You do.
I think people are holding her to a completely unrealistic standard that no one even holds themselves to.
Most people don't. No, I do not make the claim that like Anna Kasparian is being held to a standard that most people meet. I have argued with people on Twitter. Most people don't meet the standard that I think, or at least a lot of these people don't meet the standard that I would hold people in the street to. But the standard is higher for the position she's in, and that's just the fact of it. Like you hold people like Anna Kasparian to higher standards because the alternative is, to be honest, just like sort of incentivizing Fox News tier shit. Not saying that she's doing Fox News tier shit yet. Just saying that like you have to hold these standards to prevent that.
Yeah, ideally, but that's not where we're at. That's not what a lot of people are like. it's unfortunate. It really is, and we don't want obviously TYT to end up like Fox News or some shit. But again, that's the comparison is just not all there, because Fox News, for example, lying was the business model. Knee-jerk reactionary bullshit was the business model. Like literally, that was their instruction to misinform, to keep people afraid and angry. Literally, the fucking motherfucker who started Fox News, what's his fucking name? He's dead now. Not Rupert Murdoch. It was some other motherfucker who looked like a guy.
He's still alive.
No, the guy. No, he's not Rupert Murdoch. It was somebody else. He's dead now.
I genuinely don't know.
But he literally stated that the goal is to keep them afraid and keep them angry. Like, Fox News is its own beast because that's the goal. Everyone else fucking up is still bad, but not even remotely comparable to, say, Fox News.
Oh yeah, again, like I'm not making the claim that TYT is even like an iota as bad as Fox News. Fox News is just fascist propaganda.
Roger Ailes, that was his fucking name, Roger Ailes. That gigantic piece of shit. May he rot in hell.
Yeah, but anyway, again, like I'm not saying TYT is anywhere near there. I'm just saying that there is a standard, there is a higher standard when you're in a position like Anna Kasparian is in, and she's not just not meeting that standard a couple times. She is consistently.
She's tripping over the bar, and I don't deny that.
Yeah.
I that's the thing people aren't getting from me. I don't fucking deny that she's fucking up.
Yeah.
I would not argue that she's not fucking up.
The consequence of Twitter and the medium of Twitter is that you can't fit the nuanced point into 240 characters. You can't really fit a proper. She's absolutely fucking up. However, nuanced, nuanced, whatever, nuance. There isn't space for that. You're lucky if you can get she's fucking up and nuance. But when you want to say nuance, all you can say is stuff that will come off kind of defensive of her. Now, again, we can knowing you're not fucking insane. I know that I can tell. It's not a stretch to me that you're not fucking just going hog out defending her. But randos on Twitter are not going to get that.
Oh, they don't get it. One dude, at least he admitted that he misread what I said and was being uncharitable. I appreciate him at least admitting that. Because he basically put.
Respect the shit out of that. You so rarely see someone going "Oh, wait, sorry, that's what you meant."
Yeah, he basically put words in my mouth, and I was like, "That's not what I said at all, dude." And he looked at it, he's like, "Oh shit, I misread what you said." He deleted the tweet. He was like, yada yada. He was like, "I'm so sorry." I'm like, "Good, thank you." Said, "Yeah, no." I mean, he was like, "You can disagree with me, but Don't just fill in the blanks with your own idea of what I said.
Not what you think I said.
Not what you think I said. And I swear what's killing me, though, the most, and all these responses I'm getting, are the people who are acting like the people of color who will absolutely call you racist over nothing don't exist. They just don't exist. They really want to believe that this is not a common issue on the left.
Hey, partner.
Yeah. Well, I want to make a quick caveat to that. Caveat? That's the fucking word I was looking for.
Caveat, yeah.
A quick caveat to that. I don't think that's a problem on the left broadly. I think that's a problem specifically in online Twitter left.
Online? Oh no! I've on the ground, progressive activists have reached out to me for years, telling me this shit that fucking. When in progressive spaces, just one example, right? So, white woman working with some other white progressive woman working with some black progressive people. It was a diverse coalition, right? And she didn't like what the black progressive was trying to do, so she called her out on it. She was like, "No, I think that's a bad idea." She got called racist for that multiple times, tried to smear her as racist. And I was like, "Can you show me the text, the message, emails?" And she showed me everything. And I'm like, "You got called racist for that?" And they, like this, that's just one of the many examples I've gotten over the years. There are people online and on the ground who will call you racist over just disagreeing with them.
That's annoying. Look, I'll be fair. I guess I had a biased perspective in that, like, when I've done, like, on-the-ground activism, you know, the people have generally been cool, even if I've, like, disagreements with them, or, you know, other problems, like, with their framing or their views and things. It's been, like, there's been none of that kind of shit, but then, like, when I think about it, I live in Ireland. Like, I'd have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure our population is like 85% white. Everyone I've done activism with is white.
Yeah, no, this is largely an American problem.
Opportunity to pull that kind of shit.
Anecdote, yeah, Tony. Anecdotes normally wouldn't be evidence of a broad problem if this were one-off things. If I hadn't been hearing this shit for years, if I haven't seen this shit personally for years, if I wasn't called a fucking coon by those same type of people who did not hesitate to fucking state unequivocally, by the way, like, oh yeah, we don't need white people, fuck white people, and fuck you coons who are trying to tap dance for white approval and shit. For me daring to say, hey, maybe using racialized insults against white people is bad. Shark got called a coon just for his proximity by multiple people.
Going to deny that, like, the online left. I'm putting the left in quotation marks because these people are not leftists. If you actually, like, dig into
they're progressives. I guarantee you, on policy, we agree on just about everything. The problem is the mindset.
I want to make a quick distinction here. When I say they're not real leftists, it's not that their positions aren't leftist positions. It's the way in which they arrive at those positions. You know, I think a good example of why I think this distinction is important is, like, you know, go to Nazi Germany and ask what they think should happen with banks. And a lot of them will say, like, yeah, fuck bankers, we hate all of them. But what they mean is, you know, they hate Jews. It's not an actual, like, working class thing. I think it's kind of the same with them. They'll hold progressive positions because those positions are either like, aesthetically aligned with social groups they align with, i.e. online left, or B, specifically beneficial to them.
Yeah, basically.
I don't think someone I don't think Soul Bunny is, like, genuinely progressive. I think if you actually,
oh fuck no,
I think if you actually, like, talk to them and like, really hammer down on why they believe what they believe, like, it's going to be an incoherent rambling.
You
followed up with arguments that are, like, legitimately right wing.
If I had to put, like, just Soul Bunny as an example in a box, I'm like 90% certain I could comfortably put her in the Hotep box.
Quite possibly.
Right. But I'm like, again, 90%. I'm not getting no guarantee on that.
Oh yeah, obviously you can never know what's going on in someone's head. But, like,
of course,
we're not disagreeing there. But the only point I was making there is that, like, online left, I don't think any, unless you are one of those types, I don't think anyone could fairly say that this isn't a thing that happens in the online left. It absolutely is.
That's what's killing me. Is people are saying that this isn't a thing.
The only thing is that, like, now again, you're saying you've got anecdote. You're saying you've got enough stories of it happening IRL that you think, okay, this is actually a problem IRL as well. I can't speak to that, and it also, realistically, it's probably not a thing you could actually get data on. I don't think anyone's, you know, putting together surveys on fucking.
For sure.
Yeah. Larry, what do you mean with my conflict with dog whistle? I don't know what that was in response to.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's impossible to measure, but when I hear it enough times, when I see it enough times, I can't just say, oh, this doesn't happen, or dismiss it is just dismiss it. Every single time, like, if it was only the one time I heard someone complain about,
what's that? An issue? I guess it comes down to, like, how often you think it happens, and to what extent is it an issue? Like, is it enough of an issue to be worth not just saying like it's a thing, like it is a thing that happens, because like it's a thing that happens sometimes is a meaningless statement. But like, is it enough that it's like a serious problem that needs to be looked into? I'm not denying that it is or isn't. Again, I live in a country that's like fucking 85% white people. The only group in this country with any prominence that gets to say it's being racist, people are being racist against them, is Irish travellers, and they are, frankly, it's just such an undeniable thing there that like they don't. It doesn't even work for them to go like you're being racist, because it's just like, yes, that is what's happening to you.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh yeah, for sure. And oh god, like Soul Bunny is a prime example of exactly that mindset, right? Fucking, because she referred to motherfuckers calling her out, like to Keffels calling her out is like white woman tears, because it's weaponizing because here's what they do, right? They weaponize very real phenomena like white women using their status in society to get away with shit and or demonize non-white people, specifically non-white men. That is a very real thing. But unfortunately, for a lot of leftists who just don't really want to fucking reckon with this, there are a lot of non-white people who are bad faith actors too.
Yeah. The funny thing is, actually, I just realized this as you were describing it. What Soul Bunny and those types do is actually the white woman tears thing. They weaponize their position as from a thing of relative weakness, and they use that on other groups to basically. Is this the comparison that's coming to my mind? Because I actually used this in an argument with someone on Twitter who was basically going like, "Oh well, I told saying bad things about Twitter or about Keffel, so it must be true." And I don't know if it's kind of a tasteless comparison, but Emmett Till is like they're it's obviously not as bad as what happened to him.
It's not as bad. He got fucking lynched and shit.
Yeah. Obviously, it's a vastly different thing, but like that, it's the same basic. Like,
it's the same basic dishonest identity politics bullshit.
I'm so vulnerable and soft, which means whenever I say someone did a bad thing, like it means they're monsters. It's the same. It is the same.
It's the same. It is fundamentally the same.
Yeah. Really glad. You know what? I hope that comparison doesn't track with me though, because like as much as I think it is apt, oh man, that would not go down well with people, and I just.
It's why we're having this conversation live rather than tweeting it, because if you tweeted that, oh boy!
Well, no, sorry, I'd get away with it on merit of being a small enough Twitter account that I don't think anyone would see it.
No, if even the one person saw it, they would quote tweet you, and then next thing you know, you got 50 quote tweets.
Fair, maybe either way, like it's.
I know I couldn't fucking say that either. I mean, I could say that because I mute my tweets, so I don't give a shit. But still, that's what it is. That's what's happening. Like, it's identity politics bullshit. And Tony Pajama, fucking, this is my buddy Simon. Simon, what is he wants to know your Twitter account?
It's literally just my name and the number 4. It's just Simon McGlynn 04.
That's it?
Yeah.
Simon McGlynn 04. You can type that. You can type it in the fucking in the chat.
Yeah,
if you feel like it.
You could be like at Simon McGlynn 04. This guy compared, I don't know, like black people being mean to white people to Emmett Till, cancel him, and also kill his family and his dog.
Yeah. Oh, bro, you would get canceled so fast for that shit. But again, you were able to.
Again, I want to stand by. The comparison I'm making is not to the severity. Obviously, there is no comparing people being cunts on Twitter to what happened to Emmett Till. I'm just saying it's the same mechanism of white woman tears, except instead of a white woman, it's it's black woman. It's
black woman, black trans woman.
Minority here.
Insert minority here. It's identity politics. Just OG identity politics. People hiding behind their identity. Candace Owens does it. To use herself as an authority on the black community, even though she could not be further fucking removed from the black community in every way. Fucking like it all depends on who's the target audience. You're trying to weaponize your identity to garner sympathy from, right? So
Yeah.
a black trans woman could pull that to a bunch of fucking leftists, and that'll work. But a black trans woman try to pull that shit to a bunch of conservatives, they'll fucking laugh at her.
They'll lynch her. We're talking about conservatives. A black trans woman? Oh, you're so fucked.
Oh, you're fucked.
You
Oh,
die.
you're fucked 6 ways to
You
Sunday.
die.
And that's what I mean. But people on the left do not want to acknowledge that that's happening. Hell, they really sincerely don't want to believe that's a thing.
Yeah. You know what the funny thing is? I haven't thought this through, but like something that comes to mind is I feel like that might be a symptom of the fact that the online left consists mostly of. I hate using this term because I've most commonly seen it used by khakis, but by rad libs, by like fucking white guilt looking ass, looking ass. You look like white guilt, white guilt fucking rad libs who are like, oh, we have to be like super not regressive. Fuck, what's the term I'm looking for? Oh shit, it doesn't matter. Super like, transgressive, super transgressive and like, yeah, fucking so radical with this and that and like, yeah, fucking minority identities. And it's like, okay, but like you don't actually understand the thinking behind this. Like most of the like revolutionary leaders who have talked about this shit would look at you and like say very mean things to you. Fred Hampton is turning in his grave as you fucking talk about like black issues like this. And it's like, and I'm referring to the whitest people on earth, like people who would make me look fucking tanned.
Basically.
Man.
Sorry, I'm trying to capture this fucking thing, and I hate them.
Yeah, no worries. I fucking love this monster. I think it's just such a cool fucking design. Big fucking puffy fucking stacking it. What? Okay, you can't catch it yet. If you don't get it in 2 trank bombs, it's not getting caught.
Yep.
It's always 2 trank bombs to catch something once it's weakened enough.
Yeah, it's gonna fucking die. I thought since I got it running away and it's fucking drooling and shit.
Fortunately not.
Yeah, Tony, that is a great way to put it. 10% annoying people of color and 90% white enablers. And the thing is, all these enablers don't want to acknowledge that they're enablers. They don't want to. They don't even want to fathom the possibility that they're all enablers.
Yeah.
Because they fall for this shit. They don't want to call it what it is. They want to believe. They don't want to call it what it is. They all want to believe that this is just that. No, this isn't an actual problem. People wouldn't be saying this shit like, oh, well, yes, I take it back. People would make up a problem that doesn't exist. That's conservative MO 101. But my point being is that I know motherfuckers ain't been lying to me for years, and I know I ain't what I've seen. I'm not fucking crazy. Oh yeah, I might as well just abandon this quest because I'm all out of trank bombs.
Yeah, I mean, like you can kill it and carve it for a couple parts if you want.
It won't let you carve it on a capture mission. If you kill it.
Oh, will it not? Yeah, then yeah, there's really nothing left for you here. What are those fucking dual blades, by the way? They look sick.
Yeah, no, I just made them. They're like rapier shit, whatever. Hold on. Can I make a trank bomb? Do I have the stuff on me? I can't make a shock trap because I'm out of the thunderbugs. But can I make a trank bomb? No sleep herbs on me. I had them.
Did you perhaps use them to make trank bombs?
Yeah. Wait a second. I'm gonna go make a trank bomb right now. And I'm gonna find that motherfucker while he's hurt.
Yeah, no, but anyway, what was I thinking about? Fucking no, oh fuck, I had it and then it left. It was gone again. Balls. Yeah, no, sorry. No, because I don't think this is I don't think this is an attitude that is actually common in POC, like, generally
Oh
speaking.
no, not, and I wouldn't say that.
It's purely people, it's purely, like, the types of people who are taking advantage of these spaces and of the, like, progressive aesthetic. Because I have a very distinct memory of fucking around the time Shark got called the Sea Slur, like that when that was the big fucking discourse. The I think it was Nominal Naomi, like, makes a tweet saying, like, hey, look, if it's I can't remember what she said exactly, but it was something basically going like, yeah, it's kind of strange to be calling, like, even for another black person to call a black person deceased, or like, you, like, I have a disability and you wouldn't find it okay if I called someone the arsler. I think that was her point. But like, what I look back on now in retrospect, it was a fairly normie. It was like a black podcast, like a nerdy black podcast Twitter account, from what I could gather. Like,
Yeah.
in terms of politics, like a normie account. And like, they were just making the point, like, oh, this is a thing. Like, you know, black people do call each other this sometimes, like, in a kind of affectionate way. It's not like, you know, it's sometimes we do this. It's not that big a deal. And I ended up basically interrogating them for fucking ages, only to eventually at some point go, wait, hold on, ask them, do you think it, like, do you know what's happening here? Do you know, because they're not being terminally online and this shit like I am. And I go, wait, do you know what's going on here? And they're like, yeah, it's this, right? Some black leftist account called another black leftist the Sea. I was like, yeah, okay, do you support that? And they're like, oh god, no, that's not okay. And it's like, oh yeah, most people aren't like this. Most people, I'd say even fucking most of Black Twitter would be like, that's actually not okay. It's just that we're not interacting with the vast majority of, you know, Black people or POC Twitter or POC in general, or specifically POC Twitter or anything like that. We're interacting specifically
With a very specific type of person.
Very specifically, like, online.
Mostly online. I will be clear about that.
Fucking, I want all the clout for being an activist while fucking never leaving my room and only making video essays about how other left-wing people are secretly cyborg mecha Hitler. Like, it's that. That's the people we're interacting with. It's not representative of any one. I don't think you can actually have, like, a good representative of any sort of, like, ethnic or of any
I remember,
you can't have, like, the one dude speaking for them.
I remember a Hispanic dude who told me he joined the Black Lives Matter rally and was met with a fuck ton of racism.
Wait, what?
Back when I was in the Marine Corps, he told me that this is the reason why he's. Wait, does the trank work while they're sleeping?
I don't know. It might work if they're paralyzed. I don't think it's going to work while they're sleeping. They have to be paralyzed, I think. You can make tinged meat, which it's not. Rico, if it doesn't work in 2, it's not going to work. It
I just spammed all of them.
Yeah, I did see you're able to make tinged meat, which might do the trick. Because that would paralyze them if they ate it, and then you could use it then. But I don't know. It might have to be traps.
Fuck this. I'm abandoning the quest. I'll just start over. I'll try that again. But whatever. Oh, it has to be traps. Yeah, I figured, Camius. I figured it has to be the traps.
Yeah, I thought as much, but you know, I wasn't sure, and yeah, you only had so many options.
It's just the big thing I feel people have lost is perspective, right? Like, again, thinking back to the people who
ever had perspective, that's on you.
Yeah, the thinking back to the people who called me a coon or called me Candace Owens, and I'm just like, are y'all even aware of all the shit Candace Owens has said and done? Like, y'all really just making that comparison? Like, it's everyone is being just, it's 0 or 100, right? Fucking.
Oh yeah.
Anna, you can not like, you can disagree with the things Anna Kasparian has said, but to say she's perpetuating trans genocide or this, that, and the third over the things she said that were in reference to her specifically is it's insane. Like, she's not Matt Walsh.
No, you are correct there. I like. It is absolutely a fact, like an ability of just like or an inability for people to just be like actually understanding that like things exist on a gradient. There is like a scale of how bad something is, and like what Alan Kasparian has been doing lately is bad. Just unequivocally, I will not defend her from anything except for like she's perpetuating trans genocide, which is not what's happening. That's a little over the top. It's bad. It's all very bad.
What do you do when like, everyone is being over the top? When everyone is being is just being like, what the fuck am I supposed to do about that, right? When everybody is being over the top. When she's closer to Matt Walsh? Palm strikes, you gotta be fucking kidding me. She's closer to Matt. I absolutely want to genocide all the trans people. I want all trans people erased from existence.
I think you're being a little unfair to Palm Strikes here. She's closer to Matt Walsh than you'd prefer, which is true. I would rather she be further away from Matt Walsh than she currently is.
There is.
That's not to say she's like Matt Walsh. I do think it's still probably, a little excessive as the point of comparison, but I don't think, like... Maybe I'm reading charitably here.
You're being hella charitable. You're being hella charitable.
She was.
I can't see Matt Walsh wants trans people, all trans people, adults, like not just children. It ain't just about protecting the children. No, he wants all trans people erased from existence. Like, gone. No trans ideology, feminism, which he blames it on, everything that even slightly that deviates from his extremely strict, ultra-conservative Christian demeanist view.
Hold on. We can be very blunt and curt with it. Anything that makes it harder for him to rape children is bad in Matt Walsh's eyes.
It's bad in Mr. fucking the age of consent. There needs to, like, the problem isn't with teen pregnancies. The problem is with unwed teens. Yeah, that fucking guy.
Yes. No, Larry is completely correct here. Anna would be closer to a liberal grandma who's getting used to trans issues. 100%. That's where Anna Kasparian
that's where she's
at.
Right
now, the problem is that Anna Kasparian, at least, seemingly to most people, was like left of that previously.
Yeah, but again, for her time.
To be honest, I feel like I don't know. We're getting into like smaller details with that, but like Anna Kasparian has been to the right of where she's been has moved to the right of where she's been perceived to be for a while.
But even then, her rightward shift, so to speak, is like she's only talking for herself, right? Like, she, with the birthing person thing, she wasn't fucking saying it's wrong for to be used in any context, ever, always. She was saying, I don't want to be called that. She was saying, I don't want to be called that.
Okay, but do you not remember what the argument people made against her there was?
Oh yeah,
the best argument was someone going, "Have you been called that?" And she never said anything. She's perpetuating a bad narrative there, and like it's one thing to be, your liberal grandma who's like, "Oh, I heard about people being called birthing person, and I think that's very strange, and I don't like it." And then and it's just like, some fucking rando, and there's being, like, again, a large media figure, a large news media figure
So
complaining about an issue
that's what I'm
that
saying. So
isn't real.
she's being irresponsible with her platform. People can just say
Yes.
that.
Yes, no, I agree. Now, I do think to be fair, I'm not going to say like the majority of people saying that, because no, the majority of people talking about any issue will at best give the worst version of the good take, because the vast majority of people are stupid, and I've just come to accept that. However, I think the good complaints against her, and I think there was prominent enough that did come across, was you're being irresponsible. This is not how you talk about this issue.
I saw a handful of that in a fuck ton of, especially even now in my replies, of she's evil. She's evil. She's absolutely fucking evil. Awful. Traitor. Fucking sellout. Fucking Dave Rubin. Fucking this, that, and the third. I'm not seeing, oh, she's being irresponsible with her platform at all. Those people are long since drowned out.
Well, to be fair, and part of that is those people have gotten to the point where it's like, oh, she just keeps being irresponsible.
They've moved on.
At a certain point, it does become that.
Yeah, they've moved on. But everybody else has not. Oh, God, no. And in fact...
No. What I was saying is some people who would have been saying this is irresponsible of Anna are now basically just going like, yes, this is irresponsible, but she keeps being irresponsible in the same way. So the Dave Rubin comparison is becoming... Maybe it's not fully apt yet, but it's like becoming more apt. She's moving in that direction.
And the thing is, I can't... It's like people forget who Dave Rubin is, because that comparison doesn't hold either. Did people forget like Dave Rubin's whole fucking story? He wasn't some fucking progressive guy like from the fucking jump. He came into the scene saying some typically bog standard progressive shit, right? And then there wasn't enough money to be made in it, so he didn't just come out saying disagreeable positions while still staying on the left. He completely flipped. He left TYT. He left everything and completely flipped. This wasn't some, he slowly came out saying increasingly disagreeable things like Anna's doing. Dave Rubin completely fucking flipped. Like, on a dime.
That's right. The Rubin thing happened like... I was aware of Dave Rubin because I watched a bit of TYT as a teenager. Then I went to college, stopped following politics for a while, and then when I came back, he was a conservative, and I had no fucking idea what happened. So
that's what happened.
I don't know the specifics of Rubin.
That's what happened. He isn't doing what Anna's doing. He went from one day he was progressive, and then the next. And Anna spilled the beans on that. He asked for more money. They told him no, and then he just left TYT. Like, just fucking left.
Yeah.
Like,
like, obviously, Anna is not doing, obviously, Anna is not like a one-to-one Rubin or a one-to-one Door.
But
closer to Door, but I don't think she'll ever get as bad as Door, because Door was apparently a piece of shit right from the
jump. Yeah, Joe Door was apparently, notoriously an awful fucking dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But the point is, like, when people are making the complaint about Anna, like, they are, like, the fear is real. There are things it's not exactly the same, but there are things we're seeing here that happened the last time, and we are like, okay, what the fuck's going on?
But people are wrong about what happened last time. People are wrong about these things because everyone's got this perspective in their minds, right? Like certain memes come about because people repeat the same shit to each other, like a game of telephone, and then it just increasingly turns into a more ridiculous version than the original fucking thing said, to the point no one even knows what originally happened or what originally was said anymore. Now everyone is just repeating this narrative that doesn't hold.
No, that is true. I actually think in the fucking chat it's being sussed pretty well here. Also, yes, it is a pattern with specifically TOIT. But, like, yeah, I think people are correct to point out, like, Anna's not going to do a why I left the left. I don't think Anna is ever going to go, like, I am not a progressive, I am now a conservative. I think, in spite of all of this, she has way too much principle to like fully slide there, but I do think she's going to slide to being like, the best way I can put it, she is fully sliding into like the suburban, nominally progressive mom thing. You know what I mean?
No, it's
Like I support BLM as long as it's like nowhere near me.
Nowhere near me type of that type of shit. Yeah, because like that's what I'm trying to tell people, right? Fucking Dave Rubin was a snake from the jump who was in it for the money, and when they wouldn't give him the money.
Sorry, hold that thought. I'm dying for a piss.
Go ahead. I'll just say it through the chat. When Dave Rubin wanted the money, TYT wouldn't give him the money. So he left TYT and all of progressive networks and found company at the Daily Wire and shit. Jimmy Dore was always a bastard. Always. He was always some crap. That's the thing a lot of people on the left seem to fucking forget, right? That it's a lot of people that count as leftists or such, it just because they all say, hey, yeah, we want universal health care. Everyone's standards were pretty fucking low back then. But now people, I would think, are too fucking cynical. Yeah, I know that. If she doesn't, bro, Tony, I don't know if I'm on the left. I don't give a fuck about the label anymore. I don't. I really don't. I know what my positions are. I know what I want. And I'm going to do what I got to do to get them. Fuck the labels. And I think that's where she's at. Fuck these labels. I don't know where I'm at anymore. Because whatever is left isn't me. But I'm not a conservative. So fuck it. Whatever. No labels. I don't care. That's where I'm at, Tony. That's where I've been at. But I cannot stress this enough. That people have lost their fucking minds about this. Anna saying, regurgitating some right-wing talking point, again, in specifically reference to herself, is not harming trans people. It may offend you, but offense is not the same as harm. Being offended by the thing she's saying is not the same as her harming, like actually materially harming trans people. She is not doing what Matt Walsh is doing and actually showing up to fucking state hearings like in Tennessee arguing for anti-trans legislation. She isn't doing that. She isn't going to do that. She is not coming out saying trans people aren't real. They should all disappear. Who cares if it made it on Fox News? Fox News once reported, what was it? I'm trying to, like, if y'all really...
Yeah, no, to be fair, Fox News is an example specifically. Fox News have reported on, like, Twitter beefs.
Yeah, Fox News has reported on Twitter beefs before. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, like Fox News will fucking push any narrative. Like, fucking... If I ever say anything mildly transphobic, Fox News will report on it.
Fox News will absolutely report on it. Absolutely.
Yeah, so like Fox News isn't a good example, but again, like the idea of like she is a large media figure, she has a large platform, and it is irresponsible to be going on about birthing person in that context.
That is fine.
The complaint is people are right to say this is bad and to complain about it and to like give her shit for it. They are wrong to overstate it, but I'm sorry. If you have a large platform and you make the mistake,
that's what's going to happen.
People will overstate. It's your job to be able to ground yourself and find the correct complaints about it and deal with that.
Yeah, no, and that's her. And on that, I fault her. I absolutely fault her for not just listening to the people who were reasonably telling her, "Hey, you were being irresponsible here. Let's not do that again." You know what I mean? I fault her for that. But all these people overstating the fuck out of the harm, quote unquote, that she's fucking causing, overstating what she said, that is nuts to me. I missed that.
If you said what she's doing isn't causing harm to trans people, I will disagree with you on that.
Hit me. Hit me.
That is the effect. Like, that's why it's irresponsible use of her platform. It pushes a narrative that is innately transphobic.
But I mean, come on. Again, that is the most that I'm getting out of that is it was offensive, but it's not really harmful because again, she wasn't talking about all trans people. She was only talking about herself.
it's how do I put
She
this?
she wasn't saying trans people or no woman should be referred to as such. She was saying I don't want to be. She was wrong to say that, but she was saying me, specifically me, don't want to be
Yeah,
referred
okay,
to as that.
hold on. Okay, okay, we're gonna narrow this down. So why was she wrong to say that?
She was wrong because that was, for one, that term is only used in exclusively medical purposes with regards to trans men.
Okay, but like,
yeah,
why would people take issue with something where it's just like she said something
because
silly?
because she's framing it as if it's a regular thing that women are being called now when that's not true.
Exactly. So, and this would only be happening as a result of like the prominence of trans people and their acceptance and all of that shit. Correct?
Right.
Like the term birthing person is the fuck. The term birthing person was not a thing being used 50 years ago. Like it's very much because trans people are catching on is the term coming to my mind, but like that's not correct. For trans people are becoming more prominent is what I'm saying. The issue is that she is pointing to a non-existent problem that exists, that can only exist in its relation to like the prominence of trans people, and thereby she is associating trans people in the minds of those. She's basically creating a problem where this around trans people existing that can only be solved by like negating the presence of trans people. And this is it's obviously very dumb if you know anything about the issue and you think about it. But if you don't, if you're just like some fucking normie, vaguely lib person who's like, if you're suburban wine mom and you see Anna Kasparian, who you've like long held as like really cool, progressive, like I can take her word for stuff, kind of shite, and you see her say something like that, and then suddenly you're like, oh, well, that is a problem we have to deal with. And I know this is a thing that like can affect people because I've had this argument with a friend of mine who is like fairly progressive herself, is like a staunch feminist, and I've had to argue with her like the birthing person thing isn't actually a problem. No, it's not actually a problem. It's not a thing. And like it hasn't been enough to push her into being like transphobic, but it does gnaw at that. There is an issue there. It does.
So the material, that's what I'm trying to understand. The material harm you're speaking to is that it could potentially negate trans existence. In what way? Because the most I can imagine is someone hearing that say, "I don't want to be called a birthing person," and then that's it. That's it. Where's the harm?
The truth is, it's because people are deeply fucking irrational. That's the honest answer. It's like people will just associate, oh, that's a bad thing. That's a bad thing that happens with trans people, and it makes them less keen on the acceptance of trans people. Like, it's incredibly stupid. You can't actually justify that rationally, and I know this because I've had this argument with people, but people do not arrive at their positions rationally. It's very rare to find someone who's going to do this.
I'm trying to imagine, right? Someone says, I say, oh, I say to somebody, oh, you're a woman, and they refer to themselves, actually, I'm a birthing person. And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, and where does this translate to? Where does this translate to harm? Someone saying, I don't want to be called that.
Thing. So Rico, to be clear, it's not a major thing, and no one is going to be pushed from trans acceptance to like complete transphobia by specifically this. But it is a narrative which bolsters the rhetoric.
A compounding thing, yeah.
This narrative being pushed is something. It's just like another. It's rarely going to be the straw that broke the camel's back, but it's another straw added that makes it a little easier for the next one.
A compounding effect of sorts.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's different though from harm. That's just saying we've just given them more ammo to say that we're crazy.
But that no, sorry.
But we counter that by.
Me there. It's not that it's happened. It's not that it's given more ammo specifically to right wingers. It's that it's given. I'm trying to analogize it, but I don't think it analogizes very well. It's not that it's given like another fucking arrow in the quiver to right wingers. It's that it's given another cut on like trans acceptance. It's not a big one. It's not going to be the killing blow, but it's a little
Right.
extra. It makes it a little harder. It's a little more shit to be dealt with. It's another thing you have to deal with when you're trying to bring someone over on trans issues, and they're like, oh, but what about this whole birthing person thing? And you have to, even though it's really stupid, you have to answer that and be like, well, it's not, no one's actually saying that like all women have to be called birthing persons and blah 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 blah, and you have to fucking waste your time with that, with an issue that isn't real.
And the thing is, I just don't care, because we are going to be working backwards no matter what the fuck we do. Right, we're going to be working from a mountain. We already are working from a mountain of bullshit and lies that the right makes up about everything, about everyone. They live in an alternate reality already. You know what I mean? It's everybody else who are apolitical, who by and large maybe just vaguely heard of this term, and they don't really care enough. They don't care enough to harm anyone about it. It's just, if someone brings it up, the only people that really would bring it up are already culture war poison people. Everybody else are just going to be like, if they hear it, they're like, oh, I don't want to be called that. And in a discussion. But if they bring it up, you just tell them, no, that was just a whole fucking thing, just a big misunderstanding. That's not what it's like. And they don't really care either way.
Yeah, no, I agree. So I want to be clear. I'm not saying that like her doing this is massively harmful. It's
that's what everybody else is saying. That's what everybody else is saying.
No, sorry. Let me be very clear about this. On an individual level, like what this does to any particular individual's like acceptance of trans rights or whatever is very minor. The problem is that as Anna Kasparian has a massive fucking platform.
Oh, for sure.
This is multiplied a lot. Now it's still not. Like, it's still a minor enough thing that, like, it's not a huge problem, but on merit of her platform, it becomes a problem worth complaining about.
And I want to be clear about that. It's worth complaining about. I am not saying it's not. But
okay, good. Then we're fine there.
Yeah.
It's worth complaining about. Now, the rest, like most of I think the complaints about Anna from that point on, because I think had it just been that, and then she never fucking said shit, I think people would have just broadly moved on and be like, yeah, that was a cringe take from Anna, but whatever. The problem is that she keeps doubling down.
Oh, of course. Which again, I fault her for that. I 100% fault her for that. I'm like, girl, you could have just let this shit go. She could have, but she didn't. So that's on her for that, for sure. But comparing her, motherfuckers comparing her to Matt Walsh, I'm like, have lost the fucking plot. Like, you've just lost them. You have completely lost your ability to distinguish, you lost your sense of perspective. You've just lost the plot if you are comparing her to Matt Walsh.
Yeah, it is a hyperbolic comparison, to be fair, but I'm going to be quite frank, I'm quite fond of making hyperbolic comparisons, so I really cannot give people too much shit on that.
No, I can, because people compare me to Candace Owens for fucking saying using racialized insults against white people is bad is pretty fucking insulting. Yeah. How dare, because I'm like, how dare you?
Okay, hold on, just for the sake of Palm Strike specifically here, the comparison people have made between you and Candace Owens and specifically Palm Strike's comparison to between Anna and Matt Walsh are two very different things. People have said that you are basically Candace Owens. Palm Strike's merely said that Anna Kasparian has moved rightwards in the direction of Matt Walsh. I think it's maybe a little inelegantly phrased to use Matt Walsh there, but that's
just splitting hairs.
Are different comparisons being made there. I don't think anyone is like saying Palm Strike said something that wild.
Fine. I'll acknowledge that distinction. Fine. Yeah. It's just this all feels incredibly fucking hyperbolic, like overblown out the fucking wazoo. Because what you said is 100% reasonable, and I want to be clear. I do agree with you. Yeah.
I'm a comically reasonable man.
People have overstated the harm, I would say. When I say where's the harm, I'm thinking like the anti-trans legislation that's being pushed by the Republican Party all over the fucking country, and she's on the front lines arguing in favor of that anti-trans legislation, a la Matt Walsh. You know what I mean? All she's done is say something disagreeable. Yeah, she's doubled down on it like an idiot, but I don't see the harm in that, because there's very real harm being done to trans people right fucking now, like by way worse fucking people, but motherfuckers are comparing her to those worst people, and it's just like there's no comparison there. So you could argue I'm being reductive with regards to the harm, because like as you aptly stated, it is a minor cut, but it's a cut among many that pushes the narrative against trans people, and she's 100% wrong to fucking double down on that, even if she's only talking about herself. My point is, like, I want the left to not lose their sense of perspective, to not lose their sense of being able to distinguish levels of harm and evil and right and wrong. I want rationality among our side. I don't give a fuck what conservatives believe, but I would like our side to at least be the rational ones. Because I want to address a couple points. I want to address a couple points in the chat real quick. Go for it.
Firstly, Tony is completely correct. As I said earlier, the reason Anna keeps getting more shit is because she keeps doubling down. This is just a natural way shit like this escalates. Someone makes a bad point, they get called out on it, they double down, people then make worse accusations against them.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, but like in this case, Anna is like the sole point. Like, there's two sides in this. One is a group of people where you can't expect anything from them, and the other is Anna specifically, who could fucking cop on.
Well,
and then
go ahead.
The Palm Strikes, when they said, do you think defending Anna in this context is helping? I want to be clear. I don't think Rico is defending Anna. He's making the complaint about how people complain about and accuse and throw accusations at Anna. That's his point of contention here. It's not that Anna isn't bad, it's that he thinks people are overstating how bad she is.
I don't want the left to engage in the same dishonest bullshit conservatives engage in, or any other bad faith actor. I don't want the left doing that. We're supposed to be better than that, right? We're supposed to know better than that, right? I don't want but no, everyone's so caught up in their anger towards her that they think it's okay when we do it, right? Because she sucks, so it's okay to overstate the thing she said and the harm she's doing, and call her evil and a traitor and a bitch and a cunt and this, that, and the third. It's okay because we all agree she sucks, so it's okay when we throw our standards out the fucking window. I hate that. That's what I hate. I don't give a fuck about Anna. I couldn't care less about her. I haven't watched TYT in years. I don't care about them. But what I'm seeing on the left is making me sick. That's what's making me sick. Watching this. It's just watching these people collectively lose their fucking minds. And then justify it. They work backwards from justifying how irrational everyone's being.
I mean, I'm sorry to tell you this, Rico, that's just an inevitable consequence of any large group of people.
Mob mentality,
the vast majority of people are fucking thick. And you're just gonna, and that's just the thing that happens.
To see other content creators encourage this shit, and from in their audience.
Actually, I think that would be good. I think that would actually be a better way to make this point, is to specifically go to those content creators hey, you said this, but do you not think this is an overstatement? And then you make the point. I think that would be a more effective way to go about it.
If I could yell at every content creator out there, I fucking would. Because they're all, it's like every content creator, almost, not every one of them, but almost all of them on the left are all in on this shit. And they're riding the wave because, one, it gets them lots of likes on their videos because it's the hot topic. They're all giddy about just keeping it going and going and going. And it's just, fuck them. Like, I don't want, like, here's my audience, right here. Y'all are disagreeing with me, and I like your disagreements. I like that you guys haven't lost the fucking plot.
Yeah, actually, funnily enough, I'm seeing in chat like a very good distillation of what we're talking about here, where Palm Strikes is like, I haven't said any of those things, and then like two more people, like Tony and Larry, are both basically talking about how like, yeah, it's just what happens with online discourse. People assume the most hyperbolic version of like the complaint being made.
Yeah,
So
I'm not Palm Strikes. I want to be
happens in the fucking picture of those tweets you did as well, where it's like you make one like. Now, admittedly, not incredibly well phrased point of just like it's not that bad, and then people are just like, "Well, you're bigoted." It's like that's a stretch. It's an inevitability of online discourse. You can only get this stuff. You can only get good conversations about this stuff talking with people in person, and even then, it's not a fucking guarantee.
Even then, it's not a guarantee, but it's still way the fuck better than the social media tweeting at each other, like,
yes,
because everybody's just trying to get their dunk in.
Yes,
but
social media is one of the worst fucking things ever for discourse. It's not good. People do not discourse well on social media.
Oh yeah, no. Again, that's what I'm saying though, right? Fucking, I'm pretty. I like the audience I've cultivated, like with you, Palm Strikes, Tony. He's new. I've never seen him before, but Tony, fucking Larry, Ravenna, Calicoma, all of you who agree or disagree, I can tell y'all haven't lost y'all fucking minds. Y'all will not hear this shit from me, encouraging y'all to overstate shit and just be hyperbolic assholes, this, that, and the third. Y'all ain't hearing that shit from me. But all these other motherfuckers going all in on this shit, I have no respect for them. It's just, no, y'all are riding a train because that's a gravy train right now. And that's the negative, and that's what I've talked about. I've talked about this before, about the negative incentives of like your livelihood being determined by like online engagement and shit. This is that. This is exactly that. These motherfuckers are riding this gravy train because unfortunately, human nature, people like being angry, and anyone who will feed that anger, Tony Pajama, we talk on Twitter all the time. Fuck me. I'm sorry.
Is your name Tony Pajama on Twitter?
Is your name Tony Pajama on Twitter? I feel like I remember that. I feel like I remember your icon at least. And Palm Strikes, exactly that. You know, even if I forgive my yelling, by the way. I'm just passionate. I'm not actually mad at anybody in the chat or you, Simon. I'm just...
Yeah, I didn't think you were, which is why I at one point I was like fighting the urge to say, "All right, lad, calm down. You're shouting a bit." I was like, "Don't do that. That's going to come off as such a fucking smarmy cunt."
No, that wouldn't have bothered me. In fact, it's fair because I've been told I can be very fucking loud, like all the time, with my whole life, even by my fellow Marines. People have told me.
Given that it's 4:30 in the morning where you are, it probably is a good idea not to shout. People are sleeping.
Oh no, it's just my wife upstairs, and she's a heavy sleeper. I don't. It would actually take a car crashing through this house to wake her up.
Damn.
I'm not even joking. She is an extremely heavy sleeper.
To be fair, I get that. I once my brother once came home from a night out, very drunk, and like set off the alarm, and I didn't find out until weeks later when I was told. I just slept through it.
You slept.
It's a very bad sign because it's the same alarm as the fire alarm, which means if this place burns down and I'm asleep, I'm fucked.
You're fucked, bro. You are. I'm a light sleeper. Like I can hear a pin drop and I jump up. Fucking. But that's motherfucking. That's why I cannot leave my wife alone in this house while she's asleep because much like you, if something catches fire, she will sleep through it and burn to death. Fuck that. Fuck that. But yeah, no, like Palm Strike said, respectful disagreement. Even if we disagree with each other, I want that in my audience. I don't want some hive mind, fucking blind, irrational. Why are you fucking with my phone, Kitty? What are you doing? She was just like pawing at the screen like she was trying to move shit around. Like, what the fuck?
She's trying to emulate you.
Yeah, she's trying to emulate me, you fucking weirdo. But yeah, no, I don't want that for my audience. How about that? I'll put it to you like that. Because y'all are right. I can't control the rest of the internet. And that's fine. I can't control the rest of the internet, and I accept that. I can't get everybody else to act the way I want them to act, and I accept that. But god damn it, if y'all are in my audience, fucking, I expect better from y'all, and y'all should expect better from me. Because just as I expect y'all to demand better from me, I will return the fucking favor and demand that of y'all. And if we still disagree, still fine, whatever, but it better be a reasonable disagreement, not some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, fine, I can't control the rest of the internet. In fact, if I could talk to Anna right now, I would tell her, your mistake was trying to fight with the internet. I've been telling people for years, you don't fight with the internet, you will lose. You will
I've never lost in my life.
Oh my god, Simon. You fight with the internet and you will lose, and it will bring out the fucking worst in you. It happens to damn near everyone. Everyone who's made that mistake, and she is very clearly making that mistake. I'm watching my and the reason I may not be defending her, and I may be calling out the left, but I do have sympathy for her because I've been in her fucking shoes. I've made some dumbass fucking points, double, triple down on it because fuck everybody yelling at me, fuck all of you type of shit. I get it, but that's why. But I learned to stop fighting it.
What the fuck? Wait. Sorry, hold on. Ravana, 2 questions. 1, who's Caroline Cosey? 2, who are you telling to burn to death?
Oh, I think she was referring to when we were talking about burning to death, with you sleeping through an alarm. But I don't know. But the Carolina Cosey thing, I have no idea who that is.
Okay, I think Ravana might be a bit behind. That was a delayed fucking response, like.
Yeah, that was a delayed response.
God, I thought that was an incredibly spicy take of just like, oh, well, Rico's making this point. Well, why don't you fucking burn to death? It was like, whoa, okay.
Whoa.
That's hardcore by my standards.
That's metal.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Look, that's totally fair. Like, I get your frustration. I have often shared this frustration. I've kind of given up on ever expecting better from any sort of mass criticism. You're going to get the stupidest fucking people making the stupidest fucking complaints, and I think when you have like any sort of prominence at all, it's up to you to be able to go like, okay, hold on, and like you have to be able to filter through bullshit for like proper complaints. Probably the best way to go about that is like surrounding yourself with people whose perspectives you trust, and who will be willing to call you out and go like, okay, no. Ignore, fucking Hotep 88 on Twitter when they make this complaint because they're stupid. However, there is something here in that, and then listen to them.
Exactly. That's what I've learned to do. Fuck. But again, this is also why I tell people I want to have live conversations with regards to this disagreements and shit, right? I am not tweeting back and forth. Again, that's why I mute my tweets, man. I am not tweeting back and forth with people. I'm not doing it. I'm not. I can't. Because it just brings out the worst in you. And a lot of nuance gets lost in translation. You know what I mean?
No, you're right. I have long since given up on arguing. Well, I say given up. I'll still do it from time to time. But like, I generally do not argue with people on Twitter for the sake of trying to convince them. I've long since given up on the idea that you can actually convince someone with arguing, especially, well, maybe sometimes in real life, but never on Twitter. At this point, when I argue with someone on Twitter, I'm just looking to make fun of them.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I had a great version of that yesterday where someone was like, there was the thing where, again, that nominal Naomi was like, someone said she was racist, and it wasn't explained why she was racist, but like, I looked into it, but like, having read a few tweets and like seen the video, I was like, okay, I get what the complaint is. It's not a very strong one, but I see what the case is. But someone else had quote tweeted her going like, I can't believe you're so racist, and then she asked, can you explain what the racism was? And a bunch of people in the replies were like, what's the racism though? Can you explain it? And eventually I just went like, You don't know what it is, do you? You actually can't figure out what it is. And it got to the point where I just started basically saying, I just said, "You're racist," and then started quoting them back to themselves, going like, "I can't believe you can't see it. I shouldn't have to explain this." Just because, like, yeah, there's nothing here.
Throwing their own euphemisms and bullshit right back in their face.
Yeah, it's because it's funny. I like that's the most that is the most appropriate use of arguing with people on Twitter. It's just they're dumber than you and you're bullying them.
Hey, amen, brother. Amen. Again, that's why I mute my tweets, man, because I'm like, if people are disagreeing with my tweet right now, they can argue with themselves. If you want to actually have a conversation with me, I'm very accessible to people. I'm very, you know this. Everyone, like to fucking Tony Pajama, Ravenna, Palm Strikes. Y'all, any one of y'all are welcome to come yell at me, like in person, like obviously not literally in person, but like online and with live chat or some shit. Y'all are welcome to come yell at me. I don't care. I can take it. I don't dish out what I can't take. You know what I mean? I am very accessible if anyone wants to have an actual fucking conversation with me. That said, I really need some cigarettes, and I'm all out of money. I am in need of cigarettes. I'm in desperate. I have $4.68. I am $4 short of what I need for a pack of cigarettes. Fuck me.
Oh well.
Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Let me see if I can scrounge up $4 fucking from somebody.
Every time I see Ravana's name, I just think of the fucking boss in Final Fantasy XIV, Ravana, who I'm pretty sure is named after a Hindu god. But in my head, all I'm just seeing is like bug dude with swords.
Yeah, Ravenna. Yeah, I get you, brother. And Ravenna, yeah, cigarettes cost basically. I mean, depending on what store you go to, but generally at least $8.60 here. And here in North Carolina, for that's so I need, but no one else is awake at this hour. It's just me, so there's no one I can bug for monies. Fucking hell. Okay, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I'll be okay. She said, Ravenna said she got it from Snow White and the Huntsman. I think I'm Charlize Theron, evil witch character that wants to destroy you humans. Oh my.
You're welcome to try. If I could die, I'd have died by now.
Oh yeah, I should be dead with my lifestyle, but I'm not, so good luck with that, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to put that fucking thing to sleep again. You said it should basically just take 2, right?
I mean, like, it doesn't hurt. Okay, hold on. Take more because, you know, you might end up like going for it when they're not ready to be captured yet.
Yeah.
But like, you only use 2. Like, once you have them like in a trap, trank bomb, and if it doesn't work, you fucking wail on them.
Just wail on them. After 2, it doesn't work. Just wail on them more.
Yep, you need to do more damage.
Good to go. On that note, fucking give me a second. Give me 1 second. Give me one. So this is a fun conversation. Spirited debate. I needed that to get that out of my system because I'm not yelling at everybody on Twitter.
Honestly, I'm very proud of this. It's I'm just glad that I like managed this as well as I did. You know, maybe I should get in fucking debate streaming myself. But clearly, I'm good at it.
Oh yeah, you did good, bro.
Yeah, nice. There's a lull in the convo. Drop your Twitter. Dad, I could not guess how to spell your name correctly.
Yeah, I told you to do that earlier, you fuck.
You know what? Fair enough. Also, caller, it took me a second to realize that's supposed to be me. Fucking... Yeah, I suppose I think of my name as being incredibly simple to spell, but, you know, I think most people like, the McGlynn fit is probably something that would trip people up. It's not a difficult thing to spell, it's just that there's no vowels, and no one ever expects there to be no vowels.
Yeah. Yeah, put your shit in there so people can follow you and such, man. And I'm sure they'll then DM you and like, man, Rico's a fucking idiot, bro. You totally owned him, bro. And then in which case I'll find you motherfuckers and kick your goddamn asses. I could say that shit to my face.
It occurs to me that I could have made this incredibly fucking simple to find by simply saying hello in chat, because it just spells my name there.
Oh, Camius Blaze, you're definitely new. A name I don't recognize, but you have made the mature choice, I would say, because when you don't know about something, it is better to just not say anything. Truly, honestly, like do not be ashamed of not giving any input. Fuck input. Goddamn. Fuck you. I didn't mean.
I'm going to have to strongly disagree with you on that. If I had to know what I was talking about before I said anything, I'd shut the fuck up forever.
Fair, but you ain't fooling nobody, motherfucker. I ain't no fool for the okie doke. You clearly know what the fuck you were talking about there because you've had this conversation before. You don't you literally said that you've had this conversation before, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, I'm lying through my fucking teeth when I say I don't know what I'm talking about every time I talk. I just kind of go in on the assumption that I know
just enough.
I'm going to fucking big myself up massively here. A thing I do that I think the world would be so much better if most people did this is I have absolutely no emotional stake in how much I know about any subject.
Me too!
I'm coming to everything going, I know what I know, and I know no more, and if someone proves me wrong on something, I'm going to fucking take it. Now, it's not to say that I don't have some of that emotional reaction to someone disagreeing with me or proving me wrong, but I do it so much better than most people I've seen do it. And I know this for a fact.
That's why I kept saying, like, I am not invested in this. I just looking at it and see that I don't like what I'm seeing, right? From people. I'm not invested in Anna or Vosh or any of them or any content creator really, other than myself, honestly. I don't fucking care. But what I do care about is a certain a standard that at least I like to try to hold myself to, that I would like to see being upheld by people that are nominally on my side. You know what I mean? Like, we're on the same side, so I wish there was some kind of fucking standards. But unfortunately, and I've said this before, not necessarily to you, but everyone is caught up in the wave. No one is immune. No one is. It's just... And all the negative incentives that social media, especially if you're a content creator whose livelihood literally depends on engagement, unfortunately... this brings out the fucking worst in people. And I feel like all this situation has done is brought out the worst in damn near everybody. Just everybody's awful in this. And like, there are I'm not seeing many people who aren't awful in this scenario. Like, again,
that is social media. That's
social media.
I don't know if I want to say Twitter's. I don't know if it's Twitter specific, but it is social media. Social media, like. I don't think it's a coincidence that like the worst fucking people on the internet are also the kind of people who like struggle to go outside and talk to people. That's not a coincidence, like.
No, it's not. It's not a coincidence. Again, it's why I said I don't care if suddenly, somehow, or whatever the fuck, I started actually making money from this shit, right? Like good money. I would never quit my job, my actual day job. I would never let whether or not my bills get paid be dependent on my online engagement. Fuck that. I refuse.
No, you're dead right. I'd be the same. Like,
yeah, I refuse to put myself in a position where I'm so desperate to chase trends and get engagement that I just become like so many motherfuckers out there, and just you can tell who are just engagement farming when they make three, 4, 5 different videos on the same fucking topic over and over and over again about the same person. I'm not naming any names, but I know there's someone in particular I was watching, and he's made multiple videos on Anna, just over and over and over again, and I'm just like, it's very obvious whose livelihoods are 100% dependent on this engagement and their engagement farming.
Yeah, I do want to give a caveat to that. I do think there's probably a degree of like people just sincerely being interested. You know, so if someone has made 5 videos on Anna over the course of the last however many months it's been, I think that can come from a place of just over the course of months, something else has happened. Let's have a look at this.
Over the course of months, I could defend that. I can understand that. Over the course of 2 weeks.
Oh, 5 videos in 2 weeks would be psychotic. It's not that. It's just genuinely not that interesting.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm just it's not that it's engagement farming. 5 videos in
2 weeks worth of content.
It's engagement farming.
Yeah.
That's what that is. I'm just you're trying to ride the wave of this topic. You are trying to beat this horse into the ground.
Yeah, no, that's. I'm kind of curious who that is, but I also I don't care that much. I probably won't watch them.
I'm live. I'm not fucking naming names because I ain't that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's fair. Then the ego of the human mind taking it as... Yes, Larry, you are completely correct. People's egos are... The best example of this is a friend of mine, my mate Eddie, who this is the best example. It's not a great example for explaining it to people because people don't know him yet. But he's a good friend of mine. I've had many political arguments with him, and no one has taken bigger L's because he will make a statement that can be disproven by Googling it, and you can see the way he reacts that he genuinely believed it, and he's super fucking he's taken aback. The best, I'll tell this story, and I think this is the best way to get it across. And I think most people are like this to an extent, but he's very animated, and it was very clear to see. Do you remember the one of many Joe Rogan things? But there was a Joe Rogan thing last year about people complaining about him having all those anti-vaxxers on. Do you remember that?
I remember that. I was about to say, are you about to bring up the litter box thing in the classrooms?
No, nothing to do with that.
Okay, cool.
No. So there was that, and he comes out with the video apologizing about it. And around the time this happened, the Six Nations, which is an international rugby tournament that happens, that's on. Ireland are in it, and we usually do quite well. We've won the Grand Slam twice, I think, 3 times maybe. But we're, me, Eddie, and then another friend of ours who I was living with at the time are in my sitting room. We're watching the Six Nations, and Eddie brings up, did you see Joe Rogan's apology video thing about the whole anti-vax stuff? And I was, I've already know at this stage, me and Eddie are quite keen to argue politics. Me quite well, and him quite poorly. I'm being completely honest. And I'm I'm not bothered doing this, so I'm just going to very casually respond to this and be I think I'd just seen Vosh's video on it just the night before. So I was yeah, I saw it. It's all right. I'm glad he's apologized. I'm glad he's saying he's going to do better. But it really does come down to what he does from here. Eddie says, I think it was great. I think he's completely correct. You couldn't say that you could still get COVID if you got the vaccine a while ago, and people did lose their jobs for saying that. And I was on my phone. I think I was looking at Twitter, and I barely look up, and I go, yeah, but that's a lie, though. And the point of this is how taken aback Eddie was at this. He literally just fucking. It's a hard thing to just describe because it's body language of it, but he it's super alert, and he's what? No, it's not. And I was no, Eddie, it literally is. When the vaccines were initially announced, they were announced being 90-odd% effective. That literally means you could get it. And I've been summoned by myself. Okay, and he kind of just loses it, and like he doesn't have a response to this because like what I've just said is a factual statement, and there's nothing you can say against it. Like it's just a complete fact. There's no counter argument. I'm just correct. But he's like. He was acting like a cornered animal. He was like, "What? No, because being proven. I think this is the thing that's been proven scientifically, right? Being proven wrong activates like the same parts of your brain as like fucking like when you're actually under threat,
like fight or flight. Like literally, yeah, that's been proven.
Yes, no, thank you. Fight or flight. It was literally like a fight or flight response to me pointing out that like actually Joe Rogan said a thing that's wrong. And it's incredibly silly when you put it that way, but that is what happens. Like, people act like that. That's why people are so fucking bad at just, like, going, oh, yeah, I was wrong, and moving on. They're, like, very invested, and, like, they see it as, like, a personal failing, like, an attack on their credibility if they're wrong about something. But I stand by this. You can do a lot for your credibility by just going, oh, yeah, no, I was wrong. I think that's one of the reasons I'm kind of held in high regard specifically in that way with like a lot of friends of mine is that like, you know, there's been times I've made statements and then like and then I'll Google it and we're like, someone will disagree, I'll Google it, I'll be like, oh, no, never mind, I was wrong. And that's it, like, and like, people don't know what to do with this. I've had it happen I've had it happen where like, you know, I go, I'm wrong. The example of this is like someone, another housemate I was living with at the time, made a claim that like you sweat more the fitter you are, like when you exercise, and I was like, I don't think that's how that works at all. In retrospect, this was embarrassing for me because my fucking degree is in bioscience, like I should know this shit. But you know, I make that statement. She's like, no, that's true, and I'm like, I don't think it is. I Google it. I very quickly go, okay, yeah, no, I'm wrong. You're right. Sorry, you're wrong. But then I keep reading into it because I wanted to know how that worked. And, you know, that's a normal thing for me to read into. I have a fucking biology degree. I find the subject interesting. I want to know what's going on there. But she then makes this accusation of me, like, mostly joking, with like, oh, look at you, Simon, you're still trying to prove me wrong. I was like, no, I can see you're right. I was wrong. I just want to know how this works.
You want to understand.
She wasn't ready for me to just go, no, you're right, I'm wrong. She expected me to argue, partially because I have a reputation as being a fucking debate bro among my friends.
You're a very argumentative
person. But also
person.
because you just expect that. You don't expect people to just take the L.
Yeah. No, you don't. And believe me, I'm willing to take the L. But I will. The thing is, I'm going to put up a fight. Like I'm not like if I like. Let me put it like this: when it comes to matters of fact, you know, not matters of perception, but matters of fact, I will not take a position unless I know the facts are 100% on my side. I'm just if someone says something to me and I don't know shit about it, I'm not saying shit. I'm just gonna be like, look, man, I don't know enough about that to speak on it, so sorry, I'm not the guy to talk to about this. That's what I do. But when it's a matter of something a bit more abstract, like a matter of perception, you know, kind of like our idea of something, like again when we were talking about fucking the degrees of harm of a statement that is arguably minor, obviously depending on who you fucking talk to and such. Things like that, where it's just a matter of one's perspective and it becomes a battle of who can change whose perspective. I can argue that all day. You know what I mean? But when it comes to matters of like, no, objective, like if we were arguing about who objectively said what, like if you said to me, Anna said this, I would be like, no, the fuck she didn't. Here's the receipts. She didn't say that because, you know, evidence. But if we weren't arguing about what the exact wording of what she said, we were arguing about the
implications and like the effects of it.
The implications and the effects of it.
It's a significantly harder thing to be empirical about because you can't.
You can't.
It's not how that works. Like.
It's a matter of perception. So, and again, like I said, it's a battle of wills at that point of who's willing to change their perception. I can do that all day, but if it's something to come down to a matter of like actual, like objective facts, like, hey, 2 + 2 = 4. I don't know math, so I'm not gonna argue with that. I'm not gonna argue for. I'm not gonna agree with you or disagree with you. I just don't know. I don't know math, so I'm not gonna have that argument with you. You know what I mean? Then that's how that
Rico,
goes.
that's ever your response to someone saying 2 + 2 = 4 is like, oh, well, I don't know math well enough to question that, so I'm just going to accept that maybe it is or maybe it isn't. Like, I think you need to fucking worry about some shit.
I would if I ever did that, it would be as a joke. I swear.
I hope so.
I swear it would just be me, just giving just fucking about. Like it would just be a joke. But yeah,
Good.
no, that's my thing. Yeah, no, that's how I go. Believe me, I can accept the L, and my perspective can be changed. I don't deny that. You changed mine because for me, the issue of harm and all that jazz was just I just wasn't buying it until you put it into perspective, until you analogize it the way that you did. Yeah, you got the W on that
That's
one.
made my day. I'm actually fucking beaming right now.
Yeah, you got the W on that one, big dog. I give it to you.
Fuck yeah.
I gotta hand it to you. You were very persuasive.
Nice.
You know what I mean? But again, that's why I prefer these talks, because like talking like this, because honestly, it's sorry. Yeah.
No worries.
No, I was saying it's fucking yeah, I'm more than I don't have I don't get super fucking defensive. It's just at least if I did, that was a long fucking time ago. But for me, I'm at my best when I'm going back and forth like this live. This texting is just a fucking god awful way to communicate. It really is.
Sorry, I got distracted because I'm only after realizing that I don't think they're in World, but there's a monster in Rise called an Arzuros, which is basically a big bear. And if you've honey and they grab you, they will steal the honey and just sort of like sit there eating it for a bit.
Oh.
Which is so cool. I didn't know that. I've hunted a lot of Arzuros. That's never happened before. That's fucking sick as shit. Also, but no. Simon, thank you, Larry.
Yeah. You again, like I said, you did really good, bro. That was fucking good shit.
This made my day.
Now, on that note, we know what'll make my day? Fucking cigarettes, bro. Run them pockets. Run them pockets.
Not being able to scrounge it up.
No, literally, I'm the only one. It's now almost 5 o'clock in the morning. There is no one I can get it from until at least 10 o'clock. And I'm not going to sleep anytime, pretty much at all today. I am awake. So
you gotta work in your fucking sleep schedule, mate. It's getting silly, like.
No, I normally go to sleep at least somewhat decent time. It's just I haven't had Adderall in 2 weeks or more, and now I've had Adderall, and this happens every time there's a big gap between my Adderall intake. My brain is fucking cranked up to 11. I am awake.
That's fair. It kind of makes me worried for when I start back on the Ritalin soon.
Oh boy, yeah. After so long of being without it, your body obviously you basically detoxed. But once you get it back in your blood, holy shit, you are in for a ride.
I assume Tony Pajama is asking about what time zone you're in, Rico?
I'm assuming, and I'm Eastern time zone, so it's like 4:53 in the morning, 4:55 in the morning for me.
Yeah. Whereas it's 9:55 for me, like. Oh, okay, so Tony is also a fucking degenerate who doesn't know when to have a bedtime.
Oh yeah, Tony, Larry, and myself don't know the meaning of the word sleep.
To be fair, well, no, actually, no, that's completely different. I was going to say, like, I also used to be up, like, very late, but then I was like, wait, no, I would wake up early. That's what, like, I'd be waking up at 4 in the morning, and that's because I was, like, walking into work at 6. That's a very different thing.
Yeah. Ugh. Don't fucking look at me like that, kitty. Don't look at me like that. Don't
look at you how he fucking likes.
with those big old eyes. Oh, and just an aside, how the fuck have I had minimum 5 viewers, minimum 5, maximum 10 concurrent viewers on this stream? It's been since fucking, what time is it right now? For the last 2.5 hours. So since 2 in the morning. What the fuck are all of you people doing awake so early? Except for you, Simon. You're in fucking Ireland.
Yeah. But to be fair, I'm up like, well, I was kind of early, but like not that early. Like, no, fuck.
No, Calicom, this ain't no bug. Oh, Tony, I triggered you on Twitter, so you had no choice but to roll up on me. Yeah, that's fair.
Also, I saw Tony has followed me. Tony and someone else called Rez. And yeah, Tony is not Tony Pajama on Twitter, so no wonder you didn't fucking recognize him.
Wait, what the fuck is this mission? Oh, it's the main story. I didn't want to do this one. I just wanted to kidnap. I wanted to kidnap the fucking big fluffy wyvern thing.
Okay, so I have to say this. It's been triggering the shit out of me. Wyvern. It's pronounced Wyvern.
It's wyvern, you piece of shit.
It's Wyvern.
Wyvern!
Oh.
Oh! I've been calling it wyvern for years, goddammit.
Yeah, you've been wrong for years. Alright? I used to pronounce it Sion instead of Sion, alright? I was wrong. Take the L, Rico, you just said you could.
Wait, no, I won't take the L on this one. You pronounce Sion, Sion?
Sion. So I had only seen it written down. I had never seen it written, and as soon as it was pointed out to me, I was like, "Oh, that sounds way fucking better."
Yeah, it
probably
sounds
correct.
That's fair, but wyvern is perfectly fine. It's just W-Y. Vern. Weave. If you wanted to spell weave, you do W-Y-V. If you want to spell it differently, so wyvern. Weave-earn.
Just wrong, Rico. You're just fucking wrong. No one pronounced. You're the only person I've ever heard say wyvern. It's always wyvern.
Wyvern?
Yeah. Or maybe wyvern. I've heard wyvern a couple times.
Oh God. Fuck no. Ew. Wyvern?
Yeah, I definitely prefer wyvern to that.
No, I'll go with wyvern. How about that? Don't ever say that word to me that way you said it ever again. Wyvern.
The second one, you mean? Yeah, Larry is correct. Wyvern.
No, shut up, Larry. You do not like that third option. That third option was gross.
No, that wasn't the third option. That's the one I actually advocate for, the correct one.
Wyvern, yeah. No,
wyvern, not wyvern.
He's talking
wyvern
about
is the third option there.
Yeah, and that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's fair. No, I'm not going to defend wyvern, but wyvern. Yeah, that's just correct. Like,
you know what? Fuck it. Whatever. You get another W.
Oh yeah, man's fucking raking up the W's today.
Wyvern. Wyvern, these nuts in your mouth. I don't know.
Also, Tony Tana, I do not read ats. I've never in my life read the ats. I read what you put down as your name. Because, like, it's the brighter letters. It's what I'm going to see.
Simon 2, Rico 0. Fuck you, Larry. I know I got a W somewhere in this.
Your W is that you got more viewers, and also you were talking with me. That's 2 W's for you.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll take it. You know, the only W I want is a fucking W-shaped cigarette in my mouth.
That sounds awful.
Oh, it
How
really
would you even
does.
smoke that?
I know that does sound fucking terrible.
Rico, thank you for understanding and viewers. Man.
I am an understanding guy. Oh, you get another point for being Irish. Fuck you, Larry.
Ah, fucking ragging him in today. With all these W's, I could start a website.
Oh, you got three, so yeah, www fucking dot Larry can suck my nuts.com. That website is now yours, Simon.
You know what? It's cool. I don't want it.
You sure?
I'm pretty fucking confident.
Very well.
Yeah.
I guess sorry, Larry. Simon doesn't want the website. I guess I'll have to create it myself.
We make do.
We make do, bro. We make do.
Did I not get any pellets off that guy? What the fuck?
All right, hold on a gosh darn second.
Not American is -1. Buddy, being American is -1. Do we want to list off every fucking problem with being American? Larry, Ireland is fine. Irish people are cool. Specifically me. Thankfully I am not, no.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, shot in the dark. To anybody watching, my channel is not yet monetizable, unfortunately. I can't get super chats and shit until you fucking degenerates watch my videos for 1,200 more hours.
Jesus.
So, does anybody want to PayPal me $10? Because if anyone wants to buy me a pack of cigarettes, that would be fucking swell.
No, Larry. You said 12,000, correct? Not 1,200.
1,200. Sorry, 1,200.
Oh, okay.
I meant to say 1,200 more watch hours. I'm so sorry. 1,200 more watch hours away from y'all being able to do the super chat bullshit, which would be awesome. But right now, we're not there yet. So, yeah. I need some cigarettes because this is a new day. I haven't slept, and Simon done destroyed me in the marketplace of ideas, so I need to wind down. You see that, Simon? We battled in the marketplace of ideas, and you won.
I often do.
I sometimes do. Usually, though, my things usually result in me just telling the person outright, look, we're just going to have to agree to disagree. You know what I mean? Because certain positions, it just comes down to like a fundamental difference in just our own personal values.
Often the case, to be fair.
It's just a fundamental difference in our personal values. So we've come to different conclusions despite having the same evidence and, generally the same rationale or a slightly different rationale, whatever the case may be. So I'm just like, look, we're just talking in circles at this point, so agree to disagree. Yes, I do, Larry. I will type it in the fucking chat. Because if I don't get a cigarette, I'm going to eat my cat.
What?
What? I didn't say nothing.
I knew smoking was an appetite suppressant, but I didn't think it was that fucking strong.
I'm just kidding. I would never eat my cats. I love my babies. I love my baby so much. Who's my baby? Who's my baby girl? No, my cat. This isn't my wife's cat. This is definitely my cat. It's definitely my baby girl. This is the surprisingly productive night.
Yeah.
Or morning, I guess. I don't know.
You are firmly in the morning time at this point.
Oh, shut up, Larry. God damn it.
That's gross, Larry.
Larry, you should be ashamed of yourself, you fucking degenerate. Fuck, man, don't say that. This may be Rico After Dark, but goddamn, I'm still trying to be somewhat monetizable. Fuck, but seriously, why have I had so many viewers in the late night show, late night, early morning show? I don't understand it. What the fuck are you people doing here? I was expecting to be here by myself with maybe just Larry. Like it was just gonna be it's just gonna be me and Larry like the good old days back when I first started doing my gaming streams. It was just me and my boy Larry all night long, just shooting the shit.
You know, there was talk of a sexy Irish voice on stream, and you know, just the viewers flooded in.
So, with that being said, I have a contract that I would love for you to sign, brother. That, you know, if you come on the show a little more often, you know, and then when I start getting monetizable, we split the profits, you know, 90-10, you know what I mean?
I mean, like, look, if I'm gonna get paid, like, for fucking showing up and talking shite, like, I don't care if it's 90-10, like, I have no commitment to this at all.
Oh, what the fuck, I was just kidding, but damn, yeah, sure.
Hey, look, I like making money.
No, I would give you more than 90-10. I was just joking about that, but, like...
No, I don't fucking hate it. I got a STEM degree. I currently live at home, like, I fucking... You know, maybe later down the line, if I ever actually decide I want to do content creation or whatever, like, but I don't give a shit. Like, this is your platform, like.
Fucking A, bro. Just rub it in, my broke ass with no degree, fucking job searching and shit. I mean, I have an associate's, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I was fucking. I'm fine. Like frankly, you live in America. You need morning more than I do.
Yeah, this is very true. Larry, have you been lying to me about what your name actually is, you son of a bitch?
What?
He sent me the money, but I am seeing something, and I'm not going to say I'm obviously not going to say his fucking name. Live on stream, even in private. I'm not going to. In fact, I'm just going to pretend I didn't just see his real name. No, you are Larry Fitzgerald. I don't want to know. I just
definitely what? Not Elvis Presley.
Wait, what the fuck? And then another one. Wait, what the fuck?
One of them's going to be Larry Fitzgerald, and then you're like, oh, multiple people are doing this.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have fucking put my Cash App in the chat because now people are sending me money. Calicoma.
I'm sorry, that does not follow at all. I put my Cash App in the chat, and now people are sending me money. Oh no, woe is me. What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Shut the fuck up, Simon. I mean, alright, I'm not complaining, but I'm just... These names I'm seeing, I'm just going to pretend I didn't see them. In fact, I'm going to delete these names so that I can forget them. Sure. That's what I'm going to do.
Got him. I don't know what got him is in reference to. I just fucking... I see got him typed out like that, and I just have to say, got him.
No, you are 100% correct in doing that.
Yeah. It's like... You know that video I sent you yesterday, where your man was making it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just making it up as you go.
There's a bit where, yeah, from a couple of weeks ago. There's a bit where he just screams Amberleaf, and other people respond with Amberleaf, and that's literally, it comes from the same thing of just like someone had a pouch of tobacco from, I think it was from Thailand, and like it was Amberleaf brand, and it had Amberleaf in all caps written on it. It's like the only bit of English on it, and it just became a bit that night of just like someone would scream Amberleaf, and then like a bunch of people would respond by screaming back Amberleaf.
Fuck, our American equivalent of that is got him. That's the American equivalent. And Calicoma, that is fair. I am sorry for your situation, though. I know
But some of I'm going to get that changed, but I sound funny. I don't. Oh.
Yeah, I know that's a rough situation.
That's rough. Yeah, it's rough, buddy.
But I'm rooting for you, Calicoma, for real. Like all our bullshit and jokes aside, I sincerely hope that one day and maybe you don't ever come out to your family. Cool. Yeah, Ravenna, because it's connected to your phone, and your phone is generally connected to your real name, so Cash App just uses your real name. Like you can, but the thing is, you can change the name. That's the thing. If you don't change it, it will default to the name that's in your phone for yourself. Like I could go in and make my name fucking Pussy Slayer 9000. But
The issue that you haven't.
I try to stay professional.
But you are a pussy slayer. You set a pussy on fire last night.
Oh my god, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to set my cat's tail on fire. I swear to God, everybody, I didn't mean to do that.
A likely story.
A likely story. She's okay. She just has a little bit of hair missing.
The fact that she just didn't notice is the funniest thing.
She didn't even, bro. She didn't even notice. She didn't fucking care.
Lol, what's getting set on fire? Who gives a fuck?
She was she's just fucking chilling there. I'm like, oh, I panicked. I was like, oh no, and I like fucking put her tail out and everything, and then she just turns around, meows at me, and comes up just like normal, wanting me to pet her.
Loon shit.
Y'all are too fucking kind. You have bought me. You will all have expanded my lung cancer. Thank you. Oh wait, I shouldn't have made that joke.
No, you're right. You shouldn't have, because that's the joke I was about to make.
Yeah, I take that back.
Rob,
thank you.
Absolutely, Rob.
Thank you all. Seriously, I really do appreciate it. This is why I gotta get super chats, so get my channel monetizable, so I can just tell people like, hey, super chats will be nice, and yada yada shit like that. I also have a Patreon, but I have a Patreon, but I do not expect anybody to ever follow that shit. Like it would take a miracle. It would take a fucking miracle for that to happen.
Yeah, I think Patreons don't tend to catch on until you get a little more size, and like, I think generally, like with very rare exception, I think you have to have something on the Patreon.
Yeah,
and
but
considering you've explicitly said all of your content is always going to be like completely free to see, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be free always. The only thing I would monetize is maybe access to me, like if I got to a certain size.
Oh yeah, well that's fair. Like you get to a point where it's not actually plausible to just be super accessible to everyone, and you're like, well, you know what, fuck it. Let's make a bit of money out of this, I guess. That doesn't seem unreasonable.
You see what I mean? Like that would have to be the thing, right? That would be the only circumstance with which I would do it. Is that I've gotten too fucking big, and everybody wants to come on the show to talk to me or to play and get co-op with me or some shit, and I'm like, okay, I gotta put this shit behind tiers. I gotta create a queue, give everybody be like, you gotta pay for admission and type of shit. Everybody gets a chance. It would be a whole fucking thing, but it'd be worth it. But that would be that for me. That would be the only instance. Other than that, the content will always be free. I don't want my content behind any kind of paywall.
Yep, no, I respect the shit out of that. Also, I've said it before, but like, very much genuine, like, respect the actual bollocks out of the I never want to be relying on content creation for money because of the incentives that arises. Fuck it, you're dead right. You're absolutely so correct. Like that's my, like I'm not a content creator, but that would be my perspective as well. Now, granted, admittedly, like that's because what I really want to do is like research. That's what I want to actually do in my life. Content creation would be a hobby more than a job. If I did do it, but yeah.
No, and I appreciate that because because if you've been online long enough, you see what this shit does to people. I'm good. I am fucking good. Okay, I know what audience capture is. I know what fucking how these monetization models on these social media apps work. I know about how negative incentives work. I understand the human psyche and psychology all too fucking well because I know myself well. Like, I know myself well enough to know that it is in my best interest to not put myself in that position because I would succumb to it. And I don't want that. That's not who I want to be. That's not the kind of content I want to put out. I do this shit for fun because I enjoy it, and also because I do kind of want to. Because I do really like talking to people, and I want to steer the discourse in some way, shape, or form. Hopefully, but I don't want to become what so many other people become.
Nope. Yeah, no, dead right. Like we're of one mind on this. A lot of respect for that perspective. Yeah.
Do you feel like entertaining my chat for the next 10 minutes? Gotta run to the store and get those cigarettes.
Yeah, go on. I'm a very entertaining man, or so I've been told.
Damn right you are, brother.
That's so I've told myself.
Oh, you definitely are, my dude. You definitely are. And before I go, I should also thank you all for sending me this money because we were out of gas in our car. So this is because I was only expecting getting $10 maybe from one of y'all, but now I have enough to get gas and cigarettes. So yay! No, seriously, being broke right now, this is my. I really hope I didn't get the one position I applied for, so I applied to a bunch of others within my company, and I really fucking hope I get one of them because they pay way more. Because this $30,000 a year ain't gonna fucking cut it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Fucking, I hope you get it too, man. You deserve it. Morally, I don't know if you deserve it, like in terms of like your output, because I don't know your job. But like morally speaking, you deserve it.
Fuck you. I'm a good worker.
I just said I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you're kidding. I'm just fucking with you.
I know. All right. I'll be back in 10 minutes, y'all. Let's enjoy the talk with Simon.
Right. So, does anyone have a topic in mind? Who wants to suggest something for me to rant about? You're the topic, Ravenna. Unfortunately, I've never seen Snow White and the Huntsman, so I have very little to say there. I got nothing to work with here. I don't know what I'm talking about. I can only go on for so long. Simon rants about Ravenna. Yeah, Ravenna thinking that like I know anything to fucking talk about. That's what I'll rant about. Actually, hold on. I have a question. Okay, so two of you evidently followed me, in the wake of like the fucking conversation I was having with Rico there earlier. One of them is clearly Tony Pajama. Who the fuck is Rez, or like at Resurrection, but with Z's? Because I don't know. It's apparently the 90s. Which of you that has TMT each turtle costume is 15 euros? Oh, that's you, Larry. Fair enough. I've only played a little bit of Street Fighter V. I am not a big fighting game dude. Partially because my introduction to fighting games was playing Mortal Kombat with a guy who was like semi-pro and did not hold back, and I just went, wow, I literally did not play this game. No,
might just remind me, there was that Hansel and Gretel vampire movie. Was that a vampire movie? I know there was a Hansel and Gretel movie where they were like fucking monster hunters. No relation. But like I don't remember. I didn't know if it was vampires. What games do I play? I play a lot of games. I'm currently playing Monster Hunter Rise, as in like literally as I play this, as I talk to you now. I've been playing Rogue Legacy 2 a little bit lately. I do like my roguelikes. I finished Final Fantasy 16 recently. I think it was Witches, yes. And I play a lot of Final Fantasy 14 as well. But like, you know, fucking, I've played a lot of shit, you know, big indie guy, like Hollow Knight, probably one of my favorite games, as is Outer Wilds, though I've never actually beaten it. I've got a fairly broad taste in games, to be honest. I will one day actually sit down and play Disco Elysium. I might stream Disco Elysium, actually. That might be a way to get me to actually fucking play it. Because I want to play that game. It's got some of the best writing I've ever seen in video games, but I just can't, like, pay enough attention. I'm not able to give it the attention it deserves because of fucking ADHD ass, like, brain. So, like, yeah, you'd watch? Okay, that's good. All right, that's 2 guaranteed viewers, you and my friend Kira. It's tied for my favorite game. It's a really good game. It's got the best writing I've ever seen in video games. I fucking adore how it's written. It's just fucking. It's so goddamn. It doesn't stimulate in the way that, like, you know, a fucking action game does. So it's hard for me to just pay attention to it. And it deserves the attention because it's very it's like it's a very smart game. Where the fuck is that big ass bear? Yeah, but yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, very right chance to be mediocre at best. It's wild how much better. This, like, it is. It's there. There are well written video games. There are, like. Are you on YouTube or Twitch or something? No, I have. My YouTube account is literally just my name, and it's like you can click on it. The only video I've ever uploaded is my dog singing along to a harmonica. I have a Twitch account, but again, I've never streamed or anything. Part of the reason I haven't streamed is I only have a very a very worn out laptop. But you know, seeing as Rico's been streaming from his PlayStation, and like that goes pretty well, I've been thinking, you know, I might fucking do that as well. But no, like I'm not like I don't have a particularly strong online presence. Like I'm just a dude who argues with people on Twitter for the most part. With like, what do I even have 60 followers at this point? Hold on, I'll have a look at that. I have 73 followers. Oh, fucking rising up. It's only taken, God, 3 years. But you know, 73 followers. Yeah, I'm not a big online presence, to be quite frank. Yeah, no, fucking. Yeah. Any other questions? People, you know, I just argued with the Rico Baker for however long it was. Ask me anything. You know, what do you want to know? I'm the topic. Fuck you, Ravenna. I am the topic now. Look at me. I am the topic now. Where? Where the fuck? Oh, there he is. Yes, I have the fully voice acted version. Do you have any views on Florida? I think Ron DeSantis is doing God's work in furthering climate change so that he and all his voters drown. No, I'm being incredibly mean there. No, Florida is a very strange place filled with very strange people with very strange politics. And their current governor is actually just a demon who has risen up from hell and has worn human skin. That's why he doesn't act human, because he's not actually, he's literally not human. Prove me wrong, you can't. speak to audiences online, but I may give it a shot sometimes. Very self-conscious about my voice sometimes. So yeah, that's fun. Oh yeah, you said you're trans, so like that makes sense. Like that is a thing I can imagine is quite a quite a soft spot for a lot of trans people. If I will say this though, if it makes you feel any better, one of my best friends is a cis woman called Kira. She also has, I'm not joking when I say this, one of the deepest voices of anyone I know, and like she's just a very feminine, attractive cis woman. So like, don't worry too much about your voice. It's not a thing you need to worry too much about. DeSantis spoiled. I do tend to prefer streaming to Discord because it's semi-private. I've never done it, and frankly, it's not an option for me because, again, my laptop is a potato. I'm sure it's better than you think. What about cadence? Much harder to learn. I guess I don't know. Cadence is such a it's almost like an invisible thing. You know, people don't really think about cadence for the most part. Like I certainly couldn't tell you shit about that. I don't know what to say there. I'm just making shit up, frankly, which I often do, but you know, really tough. Blanket. Yeah, voice training has always seemed like such a big fucking effort to me. Remember again, put stuff in Discord strangers. Like I know, like, I have a few trans friends. I don't think any of them have done any voice training, and I don't fucking blame them because like fuck me, it's hard. Like just as someone who like will do voices for D&D or like has like sung at a few points during his life and knows like quite a few musicians. Like you can do a lot with voice training, but it's very difficult and it's genuinely painful at times. Well, depending on what you're doing, I imagine. I do not get the impression that like trans. I'm assuming you're a trans woman, Calicoma, just because that's kind of what I default to assuming. I don't get the impression, like you know, I've never gotten the impression that like voice training as a trans woman is painful, but it is like a lot of effort and very difficult and probably quite dysphoria-inducing if you're you know because you're fucking paying attention to it and you're like noticing the flaws and. Yeah. A lot of people do get scared off the beginning though and never working because it doesn't work instantly. That's honestly the case with a lot of skills, as well. But like, yeah, it's voice training seems like a massive fucking effort, and I do not envy I do not envy feeling like having to do that of trans people. Seems like a fucking pain in the hole. Oh, sick! Only 12 quid. To clarify what I just said, because friends of mine are emigrating next month, they're doing like a big fucking going away thing, and we're going camping. And I just found out that it's only €12 a head for the place we're going, which is like half what I thought it would be. Fast, because I like paying less money. As a challenge because it's always like doing word skills. Turns out 3 hours that random. Handy when that happens, Calicoma. Very handy when that happens. It's good when random things just come up and be good. You know, I think I'd similar. Obviously, I'm not trans. Like I haven't voice trained for that. But like you know, I used to like doing voices as a kid, and I used to like singing as well. And it's come in handy for when I play D&D. You know, like putting on voices for different characters. I had a whole campaign where I talked like this because I was a pirate and I had this voice on very consistently throughout. Yeah, it's good. It's good. That training can come in useful in many ways. Actually, there's an upside for you. You know, silver linings. You know, the voice training does absolutely fucking help out with like if you play D&D or honestly probably helps with singing as well. I know those are very different things. You know, depending on what kind of singing you want to do, but. Yeah, no, it's very useful for that. That being said, yeah, actually, just to a quick thing, there has generally been an inverse relationship between my ability to sing and my ability to do different voices for like D&D characters or whatever. Probably only coincidental, but that is absolutely a thing. And also, to be fair, I'm at a disadvantage with singing because like I've a bass voice, you know, a deep a relatively deep voice, and most songs are not for deep voices; they're for people who can hit high notes, which I cannot. Fuck it. Huh. Oh no! No, Rico's viewers are dropping off. He left it to me, and I thought he's down like 3 viewers since I looked. About as deep, about as deep or deeper than yours. I mean, yeah, fair enough. As I said, like fucking one of my best friends, very attractive cis woman, with like a voice that is the same, about as deep or deeper than mine. So don't worry about that anyway. Oh my. I sound like an angel. Well, a biblically accurate angel is also an option there, so, you know, you actually, I can imagine so. Actually, fuck. Oh God, I want to find them. Actually, have you ever seen there? Do any of you know what a man is? Are you familiar with the term? I cut out. Oh, are any of you familiar with the term roadman? Like what kind of a person that refers to? A roadman. I'm going to take that as a no. Roadman. No, no, no. Okay. So it's an archetype of sort of I think typically considered to be black, British, fucking like kind of associated with like lower class, possibly criminality. I'm not overly familiar. I'm just familiar with like the aesthetics to an extent. But there was this trans girl I used to see on TikTok who just would do like this and like she'd alternate between like this perfect roadman impression and like voice wise and like her own like voice and like her range was incredible. She just could like slip into so many voices so well and like it was evidently because of just like had done a lot of voice training and like really worked on it. It's a very interesting skill. Yeah, I can't remember what her at was, so I can't send you on to her. But like, it was really funny just watching her go from like, super feminine and like, not quite ooh woo trans girl, but like very much like the hyper femme, and then straight into you what, bruv? Well, fucking kill you, bruv. That kind of shit. Have to do the same surgery. Yeah, no, they do. Yeah. Man. So, going to completely pivot on topic here. But what kind of music are people into? A little of everything. Fair enough. A little of everything, but not country. Yes. Congratulations, Ari. You're like everyone else. Then to prove this point, immediately followed up, I like a large variety outside of like country. Need to listen to orchestra more. Orchestral music can be nice. Depends on the. I think it depends on like the vibe you're going for. Uh, yeah. Music recommendations I have for everyone. Everything Adonis Rising Vanity. You've got some old school taste. You've got some boomer taste in music, Ravanna. I'm not going to lie to you. But I've got three bands I'm going to recommend to everyone. All right. The first one is a post-rock band called We Lost the Sea. Their album Departure. Oh, hey Rico.
Hey, I'm
Their
back.
album. Their album Departure Songs is one of the best albums I've ever listened to, and the last song in it, Challenger Part 2, is just genuinely one of the greatest pieces of music I've ever listened to. My other recommendations are Entercari, one of my favorite bands, and what I always listen to when I work out at the gym. And the last one is Kingfisher, who are an up-and-coming Irish indie folk band who were supporting Springsteen recently, so they're doing quite well. And more importantly, they're friends of mine, so I want them to do well so I can leech off them for clout. But they are genuinely very good. Yeah, I was asking people about music there, Rico.
I can tell. And you clearly are quite knowledgeable about music.
I listen to a lot of music. I can technically play guitar, but I wouldn't say I'm knowledgeable.
You could technically play the guitar. How do you technically play the guitar?
As in, I have a guitar and I am able to do things with it, but like I'm bad at it.
Fair. You're able to do things. It doesn't mean those things are good.
Yeah, like a couple songs I can play. Not too long ago, I taught myself to play "Good Riddance, Time of Your Life" by Green Day, which isn't too bad to play. Like there's been a few songs over the years I've been able to play, but like never a lot. And yeah, Calcoma also technically plays guitar, and also bearing in mind my perspective on like what is being able to play guitar is a little skewed by the fact that like half of my friends are very talented musicians, including the guys who have been supporting Springsteen recently.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not. Did I not mention this?
Not to me.
Yeah, no. So, funnily enough, actually, their lead singer is the guy I was talking about earlier, Eddie. The band Kingfisher, that's spelled like the bird but without the letter E in it.
Fucking
they
wild.
were recently supporting Bruce Springsteen, and I think when he was in London.
Fucking A.
Yeah, no, incredibly talented musician. Has only been playing guitar about 6 months longer than I have, and could not sing when I met him. Straight up will tell you himself, the reason he learned to hit all these high notes was just fucking screaming around the house, talking absolute shit.
That's one way to do it. That's one way to go about it.
Yeah.
And to anybody still watching the stream, the 6 concurrent fucking viewers, 6 to 8, that you're still blowing my mind.
This is funny, because last time I looked at it, so like it was at 7 at one point earlier, like around the time you left. Then it dropped to 4 when I looked at it a few minutes ago, and it immediately shot back up when you came back.
Everybody knows I'm back.
Well, there goes my fucking self-aggrandizing theory that they were here for me. Fuck.
Suck on it, Simon.
I guess I don't get that 10% anymore, do I?
Nah, you do. You definitely do, because you do for entertaining there, keeping everybody entertained while I was gone.
I cannot believe I got no 10% of that. Most of my guitar and my music is single melodies or textural stuff. Oh, are you just straight? You actually are a musician, Calicoma?
Yeah, straight up.
Oh, fucking sick.
She put some stuff in the Discord. You should check it out.
Yeah, actually, I think I saw that. Yeah, I'll give them later on.
Alright, time to find a big fluffy dumbass.
I am also going to hunt a big fluffy dumbass, except my guy's up there.
Larry says you're great.
I am great. That's correct, Larry. Thank you for
noticing.
noticing.
He's right here.
Oh, that's handy.
Oh, that was very handy. Thanks for just being, like, only a few steps away from the fucking... Oh, wow. Keep tail swiping me, bitch.
I should probably go in a little bit. I don't have to go yet, but I got a lot of shit that, like I said, I would get done today. I have a massive pile of washing that really does need to get, washed. If I stay here fucking playing games and chatting shit, like I'm never getting fucking shit
You're never
done.
gonna get anything done. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna.
I
I
got a
think
lot
on
of.
the hour I'm gonna leave.
All right. Yeah, I got a lot of shit to do too. But I'm not
Yeah.
gonna. I'm gonna start my day, like officially, all the shit I need to do at 7. So in about an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah. Whereas it's fucking in 20 minutes is 11 o'clock for me. So like that is the point where it's
GSA
like,
shit
dude, get the
first.
fuck out of bed. Stop. Get off the PlayStation. Get out of bed. Go do something productive with your life.
Yeah.
So to go on every platform. Go to a different website than your normal one to listen to. Calico, I gotta be honest, I'm not entirely sure what you're referring to. I feel like you're talking about your putting of your music on the Discord, but I don't understand the point you're making about the it being annoying to go to different websites. I'm not sure what you're referring to exactly there.
I like these swords. They look really cool. And they do
Oh
weaken.
yeah, what are they like from any particular monster or?
No, it's like the princess rapiers or something. I forget.
Ah, fair.
And they do the weaken status. I think it's called. That's what it's called.
Weekend? I don't know.
The exhaust status.
Ah, yes.
It exhausts them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Calicoma. That is usually Rathian stuff.
No. Let me see. Let me look up what this fucking thing is called. Sworn rapiers. Doo doo doo. Sorry, they're not princess weapons. I do have a princess weapon. This is it's the Rathian weapon. It's fucking awesome.
I'd say so. Poison, right?
Yes, very poisonous.
Oh, it's...
Motherfucker, get on the ground.
Get on the ground! Mr. President, get on the ground! I don't know what I'm going for there, to be honest.
Oh, fuck me.
You have a wife for that.
You are correct, sir.
Going Nargacuga. Yeah, Nargacuga weapons are very good for crit. Yeah, I've just started on Rise again, so like I'm nowhere near the fucking Narga.
Of course I'm dizzy.
Yeah. Oh, balls.
Now I'm on his back.
Nice.
You ain't get rid of me that easily, bitch.
Or can he? I don't know, probably not.
Yeah, buddy.
Wanker.
The lock on in this game is fucking stupid.
Keep telling you, man.
I'm the only one dumb enough to use it.
Yeah, no, I've never seen someone use lock-on in Monster Hunter. I think I tried it when I first started playing, and I just came to the conclusion it really isn't worth it.
Fucking fall down already. Jesus, motherfucker. I use lock on as well. It really does help. At least helps me.
Oh, okay. Big numbers are good. You are correct.
I'm using a lot of numbers.
Love big numbers.
Where are you flying off to, motherfucker?
Oh my god, I'm getting my shit wrecked.
Motherfucker think he's gonna fly away from me? Flying away from me? Do you know who I am? What I'm capable of?
Okay. Well, like, if there's any reason to use lock on, it's because you're in the insect wave. Like, you go fucking flying with that shit.
Oh yeah, no, that shit sends you all over the fucking place.
This is why I love it. It's what I used in World. I love high mobility.
Mobility.
I know I've complained about the wire bug in Rise, but like, generally speaking, high mobility is sick.
High mobility is sick. Amen to that, brother. I'm gonna find this motherfucker.
Oh, bitch.
Where'd it go? I think I lost it. Oh wow, that thing went the opposite fucking direction. That thing went the opposite fucking direction. And when I went, thanks a lot, fucking scout flies. You guys are such a fucking help. Now that motherfucker's resting while I was going the wrong way. Come on, let's go. There you are, you son of a bitch.
There we go. Ah, fucker. Pole arms are superior. You are absolutely correct, Larry. The greatest kind of violence that has ever been conceptualized of is someone with a pole arm doing like acrobatics and shit with it.
Oh yeah, that is sick as fuck.
Underrated form of physical violence. After that, it's just like using your bare hands and doing Doom Guy glory kills.
Oh, the Doom. Oh, fuck yeah. Which I will be streaming myself play Doom Eternal later.
Nice. I never got Doom Eternal. I never got Doom either, but I did play the fuck out of it, like, elsewhere. But Doom Eternal, I've only ever played a little bit of. Well, Calicoma, that's just, frankly, that's a failing on your part. That's a moral failing, you know, it's a detriment to your character.
It really is.
Pole arms are sick as shit.
Can I cut this fucker's tail off? The big fluffy wyvern?
Probably. Most monsters in Monster Hunter can get their tails cut off. It's pretty much only just like smaller bird wyverns or things that don't have tails.
What did you just say?
Wyverns.
Why did you say that? Why'd you say
I'm
it like
sorry.
that?
I didn't even. No, wait, wyvern. No, that's the one. That's the one we agreed on as being. No, it was a wyvern. No, it was a wyvern. Sorry.
You made a big fucking stink about.
That's my bad.
Yeah,
that's
my
bad.
What the
that's
fuck?
my bad. I'll tell. Okay, look. Congratulations. For the first time in human history, Simon is taking the L.
You son of a bitch.
Don't you talk about my mother that way.
Oh my god. If this motherfucker don't stop swiping me with that fucking tail.
Rifle-based insect glaives? There are rifle-based insect glaives?
What?
Calicoma's talking about rifle-based insect glaives. I'm like, what the fuck are those?
Oh, not the fucking flash lizard. If I get swiped by that fucking tail one more goddamn time.
Tails, man. They're a cunt thing. The only thing worse than tails in Monster Hunter is roars. I hate that roars are like a mechanic in Monster Hunter. I think they're so bad. I hate them so much.
Oh yeah, the roars are really annoying.
Oh, he's dead. That's sick. Okay, hold on. Even cooler than just regular polearm-based acrobatic violence. All right, polearm-based acrobatic violence, but it's like a fucking 50 cal sniper rifle with a bayonet, so you get to fire it off as well.
Are you nearly dead yet? Jesus. He's nice puffed.
He looks like he's doing okay. Usually you'll have like damaged some parts by the time you get to, you know, thing. Oh, fuck.
Why isn't your tail broken? Oh, he is limping hard. Do I put down the shock trap right now?
Oh yeah, you do that with the insect glaive. I forgot the insect glaive does technically have a ranged part, but like, you know, it's not a gun. It's just a marker. Well, like, also Calico, if you're making your build correct, like, you should be immune to basically all roars anyway, because you should just be running earplugs. But I just hate that earplugs are a thing you pretty much have to do. I just think it's a boring skill.
I wasted my shock trap.
You should probably bring.
I only had the one.
You should probably bring what you call the fucking trap tools with you when you're doing a capture quest.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to do that. So let me just. He's actually going pretty close to the beginning area, so I'm just going to go back there. Good morning, Yamcha. Yamcha, I've been up since midnight, dude. Like, it just be like that, you know? Ooh, I have shock traps in my fucking...
Wait, have you not been using the shock traps from the supply chest?
Yeah, I know. I've been using those. I mean, like,
okay.
I had more that I'd already made.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I thought ahead of the game, sort of.
I did. Preparation.
But how do I know that thing is dying? It doesn't show me the skull. Oh, whatever. I'm just gonna beat it up a little bit more. Just to be safe. You know, what's the worst that can happen? It dies?
Yeah. Also, side note, just a thing that occurred to me. I think it would be very funny for you to, like, I want you to get big mostly because it would be really funny when you explain to someone your fucking symbol, your fucking logo of a raccoon, like, shouting into a mic, and they go like, why is it a raccoon? And you're like, so basically, I got called a racial slur.
And I look forward to telling that tale.
Yeah, be funny.
As many times as it takes. He got a little bit of rest, that's why I'm beating him up some more. Are you seriously flying away?
You would too if you could fly and had something trying to kill you.
This is true.
Oh man, old man, Monster Hunter Try, like, I hated doing capture missions in Try. They're so... I have a lot of complaints about Rise, but I think the best thing in Rise is that it'll just straight up tell you, you can capture them now. You don't have to read into their fucking stuff too much. You're not going to misread it. There'll just be a symbol that says, you can capture it now.
Oh, wow. That would have been nice to still have.
You cannot rest past capture health. Oh, I didn't know that. Calico, I also have seen it that, like, I have absolutely seen times when monsters are limp, I've gone to capture and they weren't captured. Or maybe I haven't, but I might be misremembering there actually.
Fall down already. Fall down. Give me a sign that you're fucking worn the fuck out, buddy.
Oh, I did not realize that. Fair enough.
Come on, please fall and without dying. Oh, here we go.
Health cap was taking is also captured. Oh, okay. So
I got him! Woo!
Captured?
Yep, 2, just like you said.
Evidently, the only thing about capturing I was correct on, because Calicoba is educating me a lot right now.
Oh my god. I finally caught something on my own.
Congratulations.
That was very satisfying.
This up?
Damn, I got a lot of materials from that.
Yeah, you generally get better rewards for capturing.
Seriously?
Yes. It's harder, so they have to give more rewards for it.
That's fucking
That's
lame.
game design. I mean, that works, but it's cooler to have them run into the trap.
Oh, you saw what I did to get him into the trap?
No, I was just responding to what Calicoma said. Yeah, capture gives only 2 extra rewards, but as opposed to kills 3 carbs. But the rewards are like are higher rarity, like they're harder to get rewards for capturing.
Nothing can stop us.
One second.
Some are better for kills, but typically the stuff that's better for kills is the stuff that like is easier to get anyway. It's rarely the case. Like sometimes you will be farming, you're like, okay, I actually want to kill this, but like more often than not, if you're just like, I want a load of parts from this creature.
Hey, Simon,
like,
is your fucking Twitter at McGinnis or McGlinnis?
Just McGlenn.
Was I-N or E-N?
There's no vowels in my second name.
So just Simon McGlynn.
Hold on. Spelled exactly like it says on, it'll say in chat here.
And then 4.
Yep.
Angry Millhouse. What the fuck? That's you?
You not realize that?
I didn't, because I'm an idiot who fails to associate things with people.
Yeah, no, that's me. That's
Why
me in
am
the
I?
profile picture right there.
Sorry, I'm just extremely forgetful.
No worries.
Like, really forgetful.
Uh,
Alright. Yeah, no, I like these swords. And they weaken motherfuckers, so I love it. So now to make the Paolu set. Because I got a lot of the Paolu stuff.
ooh.
Wait, what? Or Lumu. I don't really like it, but it'll do. It looks kind of gay a little bit, not gonna lie. And I don't
Being gay, babe.
and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. It just looked really fucking fruity.
Wait, which one? Oh yeah.
Oh no, the Lumu.
That is. I'm trying to put a finger on it. This is what
It's just kind of
gives me.
Looks,
It's giving me kind of like village people Soviet officer vibes.
but a fruity village people
But that's
Soviet
the village
officer.
people.
Yeah,
Village people were pretty fruity, like.
yeah, that's what I mean. But it does look cozy.
Very cozy.
Maybe I'll get that later. We'll see.
Yeah. Delineating between gay derogatory and gay positive is like the best thing that has ever happened to progressive comedy. Just going like that's gay, and it's like, is it a big like? It could be a positive thing, it could be a negative thing, but the point is, it's been delivered, and it's been called gay. Best thing that has ever happened to progressive comedy. Swear to
for
God.
sure, for sure.
All right. I said I'd leave on the hour. It's 2 past the hour. I gotta go do shit and be productive. Good chatting with you, Rico.
Oh.
Good owning your ass in the marketplace of ideas.
Ah, fuck you.
Good, and it's been good chatting to Chad as well. See you, lads.
Later, Gator. That's right. You're all stuck with me now. You're all stuck with me now. God damn, it's been a long night. At least I got the dishes done. Like, completely done this time. I still don't use my dishwasher. That thing's broken, and they ain't never gonna fix it. They ain't never gonna fix it. Fuck them. Ooh. Yeah, dishwasher is good. It's just dishwashers are good. It's just mine's broken. Just completely fucking broken. And it's been broken for years. They're never gonna fix it. I don't expect them to, honestly. Babe, did you post that Temu thing?
Yeah. Wait, why are you having my notifications on?
I don't know. I got notified. I get notified for everybody, everything everyone posts on Facebook for some reason.
Weird.
I don't know how to fix that.
Turn it off in the settings.
I should probably do that. Okay. Time to hunt a Temu, that Lumu thingy. Cook, kitties, cook for me. Cook like your lives depend on it. Alright. I've been streaming for 3 hours and, well, almost 4 hours. The dishes are clean. Yeah, more games need cat chefs for sure. All of the dishes, babe. The cats are fed. Just need to clean the litter.
Even the cups.
Even the cups. I think it's my turn to go get at least 1 more hour of sleep. Mm-hmm. For 1 hour. I love you too. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do, party people. I'm gonna go get a little bit more sleep. I only got 1 hour of, barely even an hour of sleep since yesterday. So I'm gonna go get 1 more hour of sleep. Get up. And today is gonna be a productive day. So thank you all for sticking with me throughout the night and into the morning. That was fucking wild. I can't believe y'all did that. Fucking psychos. I'm just kidding. Later, gators. I'll see y'all around. Peace.